Welcome to the Danger Zone. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Raw Watch Along. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo. It is Monday, May 26th. Happy Memorial Day to everyone here. It is one of those days where I was a little lazy to come in to do the Watch Along and to watch Raw live today. So I'm hoping Raw is good today. There's a couple of matches that were announced. We have we have a triple threat tag team match today. The War Raiders, the New Day, and Brutus and Julius will be in action with them too. We got two men's Money in the Bank qualifier matches: Penta versus Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable, and then we have Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, and then we have Rusev versus Akira Tazawa. So legit, the only matches right now that are calling my name are the men's qualifiers. Those are the only matches right now that I'm looking at and I'm going, okay, I'm interested. So I really hope that Raw today delivers, especially because, again, it's like a holiday. So, part of me feels like chilling. Part of me feels like chilling. But either way, though. Wait, what is that? Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Just realized I had the audio on super loud. I didn't even realize it. Okay, Raw should be starting momentarily. Welcome, by the way, if this is your first time to the watch along. I hope you guys have a good freaking time. We basically just hang out and watch Raw, so nothing too crazy. And it's going to be a chill day, I believe. And let me get the audio going because it's about to start. Okay.
Then.
All right, everyone, let's do our audio check for the day. If you can hear Raw and you can hear me and we both sound all right, please let me know. All right, let's see.
Together.
Okay, thank you so much to Zach Minger. He says, okay, good. Zach Minger, Raphael, and Matt, and Dawn, and KJ, everyone says it sounds good. So thank you guys so much. I'll take your word for it. Oh, man, we got a lot of things to get into for today. I feel like it's just been nonstop, guys. Like, Saturday night's main event was on Saturday. And tell me why that feels like that was 5 years ago. And it just freaking happened. Like, what? But with Saturday night's main event, Battleground, Double or Nothing, even just like talking about SmackDown this Friday, that feels like forever ago. I feel like right now there's just been so much wrestling, like I'm grabbing on and trying to hold on, with the wind, it's just blowing us everywhere. Wow. Hey, Cable333 says, hey, Denise, hope you're well. I like your Facebook page again since your old one got the Thanos treatment. Thank you so much, Cable333. I'm going to make sure to promote that heavily today. I'll probably start during the first commercial break so I can get that going. I'm posting so many clips on there and trying to get the page really going. I'll make sure to promote it as we go out through the entire show. Thank you so much for doing that, though. It's very cool of you. Thank you very much, man. All right. And in the meantime, while we get this party started, we got Sheldon Jackson in the building, and he gifted 1 DWO membership. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Sheldon. We got Double S, who also gifted 1 DWO membership. Double S, thank you for your generosity. We got Dawn, a.k.a. Smiley Girl, who's a DWO member now for 28 months, says, hey, Denise, 28 months already. Wow. I can't even believe how fast time flies by. Dawn, thank you for your incredible support now for, over 2 years you've been supporting this channel. That's just so freaking cool. And I hope you and your family are having a lovely Memorial Day weekend. We got Sammy Sawampai Boone. What's up, Sammy? He says, hey, Denise, do you want to do a live stream WWE Evolution 2 on Sunday, July 13th at 7 p.m.? I'm hoping to. I was actually just discussing that today. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like for that week because of All In and Evolution happening back, one day and the next day. I don't know if I'm going to be going to All In and then coming back home, or if I'm going to be going to All In and then going to Evolution, or if I'm going to be doing both things from home. Like, it's really up in the air for me right now as to what I'm doing. But I'm hoping that I'm here doing a watch along though, because that's what I primarily enjoy doing. So thank you so much, Sammy Sawan Pai Boon. And I am excited for Evolution 2. I've been calling for this for a while, so I'm happy that it's finally happening. Thank you, Sammy. We got McTaru. McTaru, thank you so much for this kick-ass super chat. He says, hey, Denise, happy Monday Night Raw for the DWO family. Hope you're doing well and you look so beautiful tonight. Much love and appreciate seeing you on the watch along. Thank you, McTaru. Yeah, I decided to do my hair a little differently today. I try to switch it up. I try to do something different with my hair every single stream. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what my enthusiasm levels are for the day. Usually my laziest days are my ponytail days. My best days are the days where I actually curl my hair. So yeah, so no, I'm feeling good today, and I've been doing so much today right now, so there's just been a lot of things to do right now. And with all of these wrestling shows nonstop, it hasn't given me like a second to breathe. But hey, I do like it when there's a lot of shows because it gives us a lot of content. So that's always good. Can't complain. Thank you so much, McTaru. And McTaru also very generously gifted 5 DWO memberships. McTaru, hell yeah, man. I can't believe how many memberships have gone out this whole weekend. It is insane. So thank you so much to McTaru, Double S, Sheldon Jackson, and everybody who's done that. Thank you so much. Oh, we're kicking things off with the men's qualifier. Oh, by the way, the venue today looks very nice. They didn't do the big stage today. They just did the little stage today. I'm liking Seth Rollins' outfit for today too. It screams a baby blue. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from this. Baby blue vibes. But yeah, I've always liked when WWE does this, when they do the small little stage, because that usually makes things look a lot more packed. It looks like there's a zillion people in there. So I always like that kind of atmosphere for the shows, and clearly that's what we're seeing right now here in Tampa, Florida. I didn't even realize they were in Tampa, Florida today. I've been like not really keeping track of where everything's at right now, so I just show up and I'm like, all right, where are we at today?
This past Saturday night, Seth Rollins' master plan came
We got King of Strong Style in the building, who says, loved your NXT reviews, Raw and DWO on a Monday, LFG. Yeah, I was surprised by how well that NXT Battleground review did. A lot of people were like sharing their thoughts and stuff on that video, so I was very, very thrilled. I was reading lots of those comments today, and there was a very, very mixed pool of opinions in there, because not everybody is in love with the idea of Trick Williams winning that NXT championship. There was a lot of people in the comments that were unhappy about it. So that was obviously the biggest talking point of the review. So if you guys want to check that out, that's up here on the channel. But I'm glad that I was able to review Saturday night's main event, Double or Nothing, and Battleground. Oh, look at that fan sign, the Bronze Zone sign. That's pretty cool. I hope they give us a better view of that, because the art looks pretty nice on that sign. But
inevitably going to do it in anyway.
I wanted to watch Battleground last night, but I went to sleep so late after Double or Nothing. I was fried afterwards. I was like, I can't do this. I'm on you to go to sleep. So then I went to sleep, and then I was supposed to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch Battleground. I ended up waking up at 9:30. And so I didn't watch Battleground until like 10 in the morning. So, and then it took a while. So then my video didn't go up till like way after. I think my video went up at like 1 something. So, oh, I thought the match was starting already. Are we going to get started, or is this just a promo? But yes, thank you so much to King of Strong Style.
Is Paul Heyman. Let's see who the players are without even the benefit of a scorecard. First, a man, an attack dog.
By the way, can anyone hear that additional sound coming out of my microphone? Or do you guys not hear that? My neighbors are having a party, and it's literally right next to my wall, so I can hear their music really loud. And I don't think they have Spotify Premium because they're getting commercials and ads, and I can hear the ads. So I hope you guys can't hear that, because I can hear it super loud. It's kind of messing with me. Okay, good. Okay, no one can hear it. Okay, great. Jay Grouse says invite them in. I'm just gonna invite my neighbors to come watch Raw. Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm listening to the whole party, guys. Like, there's a whole ass party going on right now.
Braun Breaker.
By the way, like Braun Breaker and John says maybe they hear you doing your reviews. Yeah, now I feel like they can, probably.
That's not a prediction. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a damn spoiler.
So Saturday night's main event, I spoke about Bronson Reed joining the group. I'm excited to see what they have him say today, because this is what I was waiting for. All right, let's see how he words this. And already huge CM Punk chants. Is CM Punk even here today? Like, are we even seeing CM Punk today? Probably not. I mean, he took a tsunami. I don't think he's going to be here today.
Do you think they realize CM Punk is not?
Yeah, see, I figured as much. They would have told us, hey, CM Punk's on the show today.
And that's all thanks to Big Bronson Reed. Yeah. WWE.
Double S says CM Punk don't work holidays.
Why? Because they were afraid of him. Not just WWE, but the top tier talent here in WWE. Why? Because he's too reckless. Why? Because of the tsunami. Why? Because he's a violent man in a PG era, and he's going to put everyone down in front of him. So
I like that. A violent man in the PG era.
He took the initiative. He went after the top star in WWE.
That was good.
He went after the legacy player. He went after the future of this industry.
Look at Bronson. He's like, yeah, I did all that.
Freaking Rollins.
He did defeat Seth Rollins.
Bronson Reed put a beating on Seth Rollins worse than Roman Reigns ever put on Seth Rollins in 10 years.
Took him out for a long time.
On Seth Rollins worse than CM Punk has ever been able to do his entire career. In one night, Seth Rollins fought Roman Reigns and CM Punk in essentially a handicap match at WrestleMania, and they couldn't do the damage to him that Bronson Reed did in one night.
See, that's what I was saying, guys, when I was originally pitching Bronson Reed for this group, because of the devastating attack that he did on Seth. Seth beat him, then he got his win back. Now Seth knows firsthand, hey, this guy is a menace.
For the altruism of this man to my right, the sacrifice that Seth Rollins is willing to make for each and every single one of you, so that the trajectory of this industry going into the future is bigger than ever before.
Someone has a high grandma yeet sign.
I give to you the most generous man I've ever met in my entire life.
The most generous man.
The epitome of the epiphany. I give to you a visionary. I give to you an architect. I give to you the future of this entire industry. Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge.
Oh, no, you didn't, Paul Heyman. Oh, no, you didn't. The whole entire Tampa crowd is like, no, you did not just say acknowledge Seth Rollins. There are Roman Reigns fans all over the world now going, hell no, Paul Heyman. You did not just steal that from our tribal chief. I mean, guy Manuel says, boo. R10 Gaming says, oh, no. No. Eric Diaz says, no. Get your own personality, Seth. Don't be stealing Romans. And look at Paul. Paul's literally just like doing everything he did for Roman. A little prayer, a little intense look. Oh, the crowd's got "We Want Roman" chants. How sad. I don't think they're getting Roman today either. How sad. No Roman, no Punk. Sorry, buds.
Roman is good for business.
We got I Show Sigma who says, nope, there will only be one tribal chief. Get to it, Seth. Get to it. Get to it, Seth. Seth's taking his sweet time here. I'm like, yo, say something.
Make no mistake. About it. Tampa, this is the vision. This is my vision. This is the way forward. This is how we secure the future of the industry. We do it through total control, through total domination, through complete power.
I just realized Seth Rollins has a cute little bow in his hair. Seth Rollins' bun is cuter than mine. All right, just throwing that out there. He's got a cute little bow. I don't got a cute little bow. I can't even do that hairstyle. Victoria says Seth stole Becky's sunglasses.
I sold out to who? To myself? Are you out of your minds?
You sold out to myself. Can you sell out to yourself?
I haven't changed a beat. I told you exactly what I was going to do at WrestleMania, and I did it.
I like how Braun and Bronson are just standing there like statues. They're like, "Rrr." They haven't moved, not even with the wind. Are we getting FU Rollins chants?
I believe they're saying love.
Oh, yeah, they're muting the...
Rollins.
By the way, this is Netflix. Netflix,
Oh,
why are
you.
you muting
Duck
FU
like
chants?
The bird.
Do not mute FU's chants. I've seen some stuff
You
on
are
Netflix.
questioning
You don't gotta mute
my
it.
integrity right now. That's what I heard. You're questioning my integrity. Need I remind you, less than 5 minutes ago, every single person in this building was singing my song.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Everyone sings a song and then but doesn't get on board with Seth.
Now, you want to chant that profanity at me? And you want to question my integrity?
I wish we could hear said profanity. No, let's go back to the FU Rollins chants. None of this. I think this crowd is
You people, you morons, don't even know right from left. You don't know.
Steph's got a
what's
point
good for
here.
you, but you telling me that I'm the bad guy here.
You can't sing the man's
I don't
song and then
deserve
say
the
FU
power.
Rollins. We gotta pick one or the other, bud.
I'm the only person who does. I'm the only person capable of leading this company into the future. I'm the only person capable of wielding that power. And that power comes through championships. And I tell you, I would be standing here before you right now, world heavyweight champion, if it wasn't for Sami Zayn and CM.
Just say it, Seth. Just say it. Man, I'm curious to hear people's thoughts on this promo, by the way. Okay.
CM Punk found out on Saturday exactly what happens when you underestimate me. And Sami Zayn is going to figure that out tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, I have found something more powerful than championships. I have found an object that allows me to control the fates of those.
I was about to say, did he get the ring or something? Is he about to be like, my precious? My precious. Oh, man. Boo! This promo stinks.
I'm
Boo!
going to qualify for Money in the Bank.
I'm such a hater.
I am going to win the
But
Money
this
in the
is
Bank
taking
contract.
forever, man, guys. I'm not feeling this promo. This is
And I
not
am
my
going to
promo.
cash in the Money in the Bank contract. But here's the beauty of it. I can do it whenever I want. I will do it however I want. I will cash in on whomever I want. And there is nobody who can stop me. And that is complete domination. That is total power. And that is why I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth.
All right, cool. All right, we're done. We're done. We can move on now. We can move on now. Woo! Tiger Claw gave me
here to
your
secure the
thing.
future
He said save us
of our
both.
entire industry. Power,
We got Austin Rice that's
and
literally
domination.
dragging, and my stream is behind. Let's see. We got Paul Green here who says promo is slow and long and redundant. Alan says that was awful. Mike Centeni says, and they still say his name. Double S says that was painful. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, thank you so much, Carla. Definitely blush. I haven't gotten sun in days. David Zaldivar says worst promo of all time. Infamous DJ says wow, about 20 minutes. King of Strong Style says y'all wild. I mean, guys, I just didn't think this promo was good. Nothing happened. Nothing happened in this. This was not like a banging promo, especially considering that we just came off of adding a brand new member to the group. And my favorite part of the entire promo was Paul Heyman putting over Bronson Reed. I knew this was going to happen, by the way. Saying Bronson. I knew for a fact that was going to happen. But no, I really think the best part of this promo was freaking Paul Heyman putting over Bronson Reed and saying how devastating his attacks are. Oh, and we're about to do the other qualifier match. All right, good. So this will definitely get the show going at a better pace because this should be a nice fast-paced matchup here. So this should be good. Let's see what we get. Okay, here we go. It's time for Penta's little cunty walk. You go, Penta. You show that little, you do that little cunty walk. It's so funny that that's one of the things that Penta does that has gotten the most over with WWE fans is his little walk. It's so funny. But yeah, Penta, Chad Gable, Dragon Lee. Who do you guys think is going to win here? I saw some people saying that because they've already announced Chad Gable to be facing El Hijo del Vikingo for Worlds Collide. There's people that are like, all right, so clearly he's not winning to go into Money in the Bank. So this may have been a dead giveaway that Penta may be taking this. I don't think they would pick Dragon Lee over Penta to be in this match. So I feel like this is a clear due process elimination, and it looks like it's definitely Penta for the win. Cutest says, is Denise saying cunty? Yes, it's my new favorite word. I'm just kidding. It is not my favorite word. It is not my favorite word at all. Lose Review says that's how homies walk after too much tequila. We got JB here who says Penta has to win. Chad Gable is unlikely to be double booked, and Dragon Lee is not over. Sadly enough, Dragon Lee would be entertaining in the matchup. Nobody would buy that he would actually win the Money in the Bank and then successfully cash in, you know? So I think we all pretty much know that this is Penta's to win. But on the bright side, we should get a fun little sprint of a match here. We got Paul
I thought
Green.
that would be about
Dennis,
Penta.
what's up? He says Penta's theme slaps.
What a beast.
All right, let me get into some of these super chats, by the way. Thank you
Here's
so
a
much to
Mecca
everybody who's showing some
who
support
certainly had
here.
his problems with
Let me see.
luchadors.
Where did I leave off? All right, we got David Primero. David, thank you so much, man. He says, Braun looks better without tans and less beard. I don't mind Braun's tan, but sometimes the tan is a little bit too much. I think we should I think his medium level tanning is good. And I'm a beard girl. I like people with, I like men with beards. So I'm all about the beard. Mictaro here says, better have a meat layout back for Bronson Reed match. Mictaro, I was thinking about that. Do I have my meat layout? Hold on. Let me see if I have it.
Yeah, and nobody has confirmed that Chad Gable is El Grande.
Hold on one second.
So
Yes, I
we've actually been
do.
both
Yes,
at the same
I
place at the same
do.
time.
I still
About
got
2
the
months
meat
ago, in a
layout.
backstage interview,
I'll bring it
we
up
saw
at
Grande
some point once we
Americano
get
exiting the
Bronson
arena
back
while
out
Chad
here.
Gable was
So,
speaking directly to the
yes,
crowd.
I am ready for my meat layout. Thank you so much, Mictaro. The champ 39. He says, hey, Denise, wish me luck on tonight's best. Do you think aside from Cena Cody storyline, a potential storyline Roxanne and Liv would be the next hottest thing? I mean, obviously Liv and Roxanne wouldn't be as hot as Cody and Cena, but it would be a very good one though. It just wouldn't be the same level of hot though, but it would be for those that are fans of those two girls, and for women's wrestling and all of that, it would be a fun little ooh, Dragon Lee looks hella cool. Really cool gear. Wow, sorry, I'm amazed right now. The gear looks phenomenal. So I don't think it would be Cena Cody level, but it would still be a hot feud for those that are women's wrestling fans, fans of Liv, fans of Roxanne. And given the fact that it looks like Roxanne is part of the Judgment Day, we'll see how they follow up here today. I'm curious to see how that ends up playing out. I'm excited. I hope that they get creative because I truly feel like they could do so much with Liv and Roxanne if there's like a little bit of clashing between them. I think they can, if they get creative, they can do quite a few things, by the way. And then Champ 39, best of luck today. Best of luck. Mr. Grimley, thank you so much for the super sticker. Mr. Grimley, thank you so much for constantly popping into the streams. I've been seeing you a whole, wow. No one's, sorry guys, I didn't realize the audio wasn't back on. My bad. Okay, that's Vikingo. By the way, if the audio's never on, please let me know because I don't know how it just. Oh, I think it. When I pulled up the meat graphic, it took out my audio, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, we're here. The match just started, so let's get to it. But Mr. Grimbley, thank you for continuously tuning into the streams. We also got King Michael Gang here who says, "Hey Denise, happy Memorial Day. Hope you're well. I'm well. Today's been a fun day. Just had a good dinner. Had some nice turkey breast and some eggplant today. So a nice little healthy meal. I liked what I had today. Turkey breast was really good today. Really, really good. Thank you, King Michael Gang.
These 3 men have been in the ring together at the same time.
Penta and Dragon Lee are going to be working together against Chad Gable.
That would have been bummed out. Now Penta eyeing up Dragon
Lee.
Lee.
They could have done, you know what they could have done? They could have done El Grande Americano versus Vikingo.
You know,
and then they could have had Chad Gable in the Money in the Bank. That's a way to get around not get around him, but that's a way to get him on twice without technically, without saying he was on twice.
That's true or not.
Catch my drift.
Seems to believe Chad Gable and El Grande Americano are the same people. Dragon Lee is one of one.
Oh, right to the face of Penta.
Chad Gable with some big rights. Bring Dragon Lee down a little bit. Chad Gable, you can get some too, says Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee's pumped today. You can tell. Dude's working.
Ooh.
Big ass gear.
Uno. I thought we were going to hit Dose there instead. Chad Gable. Oh, great throw.
Yeah, Gable is absolutely incredible. And it's funny. He should just wrestle as El Grande Americano, who I believe may be undefeated. Gable just can't beat the luchador. Suplex by Gable.
That is true. Gable can't beat them.
Continue to be impressed by your ability.
Manuel says, I want to see El Grande Americano versus Chad. Same. Let's try to figure out how to do that
Chad
one.
Gable bridging cover.
We got Doug Wynn, who also says Penta wins this match. We're all pretty much expecting that.
Shoulder. Chad Gable just rolled through. Perfect.
Winner of this match will join Solo Sikoa, LA Knight from SmackDown, who've already qualified.
To enter a match that could change the trajectory of your family's lives.
Yeah, 80% of the time in the men's division. You cash in the contract, you win a world title.
Become a world title, you're on top of the marquee. You're on top of the marquee, you're making more money. You're changing everything for your life, for your legacy, for your family.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Hold on. I need to get the comments
face.
up. All right.
And now
Almost forgot to turn on the chat window too. Whoops. So all the new comments will pop up as we go.
Showcasing that power that he has. It's not just electrifying. He's also got a lot of power.
Yeah, you do it all in the ring. And look at this.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
my goodness. Chad Gable dropped right on his face.
Dang.
Gable may have a broken nose.
Chad landed nasty. I need to see a replay of that because
in the zone. Tope con Hilo.
Welcome to the danger zone. That stupid song is in my head right now. So when he said zone, I thought about it right now. All right, we're at a commercial break. Of course, I still get the audio, but I will keep that going. Let's see. Tony says, I heard Omos is actually El Grande Americano. See, now that's a conspiracy theory I'm willing to get behind.
As Penta continues to destroy everybody in this match.
Let's see what else we got here.
Collapsing in the middle of the ring is Penta now.
Race Pierce says, get in the zone. Auto zone.
Well, take another look. This is frightening.
Yeah, this was not. Oh, I don't want to see it again. Oh. Now that I look a bit closer, like the side of Chad's neck.
On the line. Chad Gable's never going to quit.
That did not look pleasing at all.
Penta fighting back.
Dragon.
Like at first, like the setup looked really cool, and I'm like, oh yeah, nice. And then the landing was just
got the high
rough.
flying ability of Penta.
That's good strategy. What's he doing? Oh, he's tying the mask.
Oh, he's tying. Oh yeah, but I feel like we've seen his tie. His knot didn't actually tie.
Oh, dang.
Dragon screwed to Lee, and now Lee.
Chad, we need to send you to like camping school or something. You know when they show like how to do proper knots? If you're like a Boy Scout or something. I think Chad Gable needs to go back to little Boy Scouts or something because he is not doing a good knot. Look, two times he dropped that knot. 2 times.
You can tell he's not an Eagle Scout, obviously.
Remind me not to ask Chad Gable to tie my shoe.
Oh, now he's surf walking like
oh no, Chad's doing Penta's cunty walk.
Penta's become a fan favorite.
He had no rhythm whatsoever, by the way. No rhythm. He looks stiff as hell doing Penta's cunty walk.
He actually came in a triple threat.
R10 Gaming says he's a Velcro person.
And a kick out.
Algo says, you can tie it.
Penta have never competed.
That's funny.
I just keep thinking of
Chow Jolie says Chad's neck, bro. I know, but it seems like he's doing fine. But who knows? It's one of those things that you may feel afterwards.
To win a world title. Seth Rollins says that he will qualify later.
Carla says it's not easy.
Winning Money in the Bank once again.
That's funny. Lou's review says apparently he's not a Boy Scout. Yeah. What did they get? Like little badges? Chad Gable does not have the knot tying badge.
When you're gonna breathe.
I remember when I was little, I really wanted to be a Girl Scout. But my mom was like, nah, you're not going to be a Girl Scout. But I wanted to be one, but she wasn't too fond of the idea. I don't know why, but I really wanted to be a Girl Scout. All right, we're about to be back here, and we are back.
And LA have already qualified.
These drone shots are cool, but at the exact same time, they get me dizzy.
Will it be Penta?
Especially when it's unsteady.
Will it be Chad Gable, who now grabs the ankle, looks for an ankle lock, and now sends Penta right off our announce table.
Holy hell.
There's the Kingo. Or like Michael Cole says, Bakango. I hope someone teaches
Gable
Michael
like,
Cole how to
Vikingo,
say
now you
Vikingo.
can get some too.
And again, remember these two men will meet each other.
Because I forgot
a
what
week
day
from
it was.
Saturday at Worlds
I
Collide.
think the
Gable
first time he said it was weird.
targeting him, and here comes
Or maybe someone. What?
Dragon Lee and Penta
Yo!
knock each other out. Chad
Did you
Gable
guys see that
averting
fucking dive?
disaster.
Bro, it's like a rocket ship. Bro, it's like a
Shot
rocket
by
ship.
Gable. Chad, what are you doing?
Please.
Gable's beating
Get
him.
Oh
out.
shit, I just realized now he's going after
It's
Vikingo.
about Money in the Bank. Attacking our guest here tonight. Vikingo, who's sitting in ringside.
Guy spilled $30 worth of beer. Chad Gable attacking Vikingo. Dragon Lee
Yes,
just
I
did one of the
agree.
most
Replay,
impressive things I've ever
please.
seen.
We need a
And now we got
replay.
Stare down.
Yeah, that just
Yeah, infamous
Top of
DJ.
his
Oh
own.
wait, Kevin Simpson says, "Wow, from out of nowhere." Doug says, "I'm still in the commercials here on the East Coast." Oh
And
no,
another
Doug.
chop.
I
And
hope
a
they
big
show you
kick by
guys
Dragon Lee and one
that
by
dive
Penta.
because that
Things
dive
are
was
picking
freaking
up now.
sick.
In this triple threat match. Wow.
Beautiful. Dragon Lee, bro, has been the star of this match, by the way.
Whoa. Roll through.
He's been the star in this.
Chad Gable hanging out. There's the power bomb. Here's the
Ooh.
cover for the win. Is it enough? And a kick out
Yo,
at two.
that power bomb, it was like, give it,
Dragon Lee was going
give
to Money in
it.
the
Dragon
Bank.
Lee, guys, can we please give a round of applause to Dragon Lee?
Huge.
Because he
Sit
is
down
the star
power
of this
bomb
match
from
right
Dragon
now. He's like, I know
Chad
people
Gable
know
finds a
that
way to
I'm
get his
here just
shoulder
to
up.
lose. I know people know that I'm
Yes,
here
it
to
is.
probably just take the pin. I know
Again,
that
a
I'm
week
not
from
people's favorite
Saturday.
luchador on
One of
WWE
these
right
men
now.
will be
But
in the
you
Money
need
in the
to
Bank
know that
contract
I can go out
ladder
there
match.
and freaking do. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Y'all saw that replay? Jesus!
Almost flew over our commentary desk. Right into
Alan says
Mystic
my
Rick's
Dragon Lee
lap.
wants people noticing him
Meanwhile,
again.
it's
Yo,
Dragon
for
Lee.
reals. I love that.
We're gonna
Get
put
us
this
to
one away.
notice.
Penta able to fight
I
out of
love
it.
that. Manuel says clap, clap.
That's
Doug
Dragon
Wynn
Lee.
says disregard. My
That
kids
Gable now
played with the
from behind.
remote.
And Gable,
No wonder I was
the
about
power
to say.
of this man with a
Oh,
German
double.
suplex.
That was cool.
Incredible.
Them straps down. Sorry, Gable. That was cool, but
Thank
that
you,
dive from
says
Dragon
Tampa.
Lee was still the
What
coolest
an incredible
part of this
display
match
of
so
strength.
far.
And now Gable.
Kevin Simpson
heads
says,
up
I kind of
top
want
rope,
Dragon Lee to
moonsault
win.
Penta. Gable looking to advance to Los
Yo,
Angeles.
I told you he would be
Kick out by
great in the
Penta.
match. It's just that unfortunately no
Eddie
one would
Orengo,
believe that
yeah,
he would
too.
successfully
Trying to
cash
explain to
in.
Chad, we thought it was over too.
And Dragon Lee.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. They Gable down.
Fucking
Up to the
Dragon
top
Lee
rope.
bumped like crazy
And
for
Vikingo
that.
gets
Oh, there's
involved.
Vikingo.
Vikingo with a kick again. No disqualifications under triple.
Oh,
threat
God. Michael
rules.
Cole's saying Vikingo's name
Right
better
to
now.
the nose of Chad Gable.
Official Eddie Orengo can do nothing about it. Chad Gable had that coming to him, Pat. Now
Nice.
for
What a
Chester
stomp.
Gable. Penta.
Oh,
Chicken
nice.
Destroyer.
Nice. All right. That's it. Oh, shit. Chad Gable's busted open.
Money in the Bank.
Oh, damn. But also,
gonna be
yay,
real
Penta.
shady.
But Chad Gable, guys, is busted the hell open. Chad Gable had a
Gable,
rough
you
one
see,
today,
was,
guys. That
was
spot
busted
on his
open.
neck, the
from the big boot.
blood.
From Vikingo.
I don't even think Chad Gable knows where he's at
Well, he's
right
gonna get
now.
more of that a week from Saturday.
Yeah,
when he meets that
Vikingo.
man, Vikingo at Worlds
Fucking
Collide.
go, Vikingo.
on WWE's
Vikingo's one of my
YouTube
favorites,
channel,
guys.
followed by
Y'all know.
Money in
I have a
the
couple
Bank,
interviews with
which
Vikingo
Penta has now
up on this channel if any of you guys
qualified.
want to check
He
him out.
joins Solo Sikoa.
Get a little
LA
familiarity
Knight
with
in
him.
this matchup.
You are more than welcome to check that out. So Penta now joins LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. And based on the three people in this matchup so far, right now my pick is Penta. Just because he's my favorite out of all three.
What a
So
win.
that's really the only reason. That was a fun match, though. That was a fun match. You know what? I need to take a second and put Dragon Lee over.
Right? Let me focus on Money in the Bank. And we'll get back to business, all right? Yeah. No, it's easy trader. It's always over.
Hey, Dom.
Come on, you gotta.
You want some nuggets?
Oh, she's back with the nuggets.
Your
Oh.
shoulder looks.
Oh,
tight.
I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. And Liv is back. Hey, yo. And she caught her man already being touched
You're back.
by another gal.
Hi.
Look at Finn. Look at Finn's face. Look at Finn's face. Oh, she shushed her.
What's been going on?
So you know the time zone thing and the alleged nuggets, and it was just
You know what? Don't explain. It's actually okay because Raquel's been keeping me up to date with everything that's been going on.
Oh,
in the
Raquel
clubhouse
out here
for a long time.
snitching.
And some things I found to be very interesting. And I'll address that all, but not before I go to Adam Pearce to get myself a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Sister, let's go.
Finn. Wait,
You
did
got
she
it. Good
say
luck.
sister?
Vas a verlo.
Wait, she did, right? She said
Chismosa.
sister? Because that's a hocus pocus
Isn't
thing.
it great to have Liv back?
Oh, it sure is.
It's amazing.
You gotta stop trying to eat her nuggets, bro.
Bro, that sounded so wrong.
You can't
Stop
be-
trying to eat her
can't be eating
nuggets.
those nuggies is what Carlito said to call.
Well,
Thank you, Carla. She did.
Tazawa
Okay,
with
I
an
love
uphill
that because
battle
I'm a
of his
big
life.
fan of
Some
Hocus
say
Pocus. And if you
he
guys recall, they would
thought
always go,
he could've
sister.
thought twice before picking up
So
for
I
his
love
friend
that.
Otis, but
That's so
nonetheless,
great.
This is the man
All right,
who stands
give
in
me
his
1
way.
second. I just need
The
to pause
nasty,
this recording that I have on the
physical
background so that Chris, my
Rusev.
editor, can get
That is
those
going to be a battle
clips up on
coming later
Instagram
tonight.
and my little Facebook
Ladies and
page and all of that.
What
And then I
happens
didn't even
is that
finish.
part of your
I didn't even
Memorial
finish
Day
sending out
with
my
us
tweet
tonight.
yet. I'll get that
We
going
do
in a
want to
second.
remind you of this. There's a reason that Pat and I are here tonight and all these great WWE fans are enjoying this program. It is because over 700,000 men and women, husbands and wives, mothers and fathers,
Memorial
sons
Day.
and daughters have given their life for this country. So we're able to enjoy these great freedoms.
They say all gave some gave all. And to those who sacrificed for us and for our better good of this country, we all say thank you.
Thank you.
It's easy to speak of sacrifice, harder to live it. But some did. On the beaches of Normandy, in the jungles of Vietnam, across the deserts of the Gulf War, and in the mountains of Afghanistan. They didn't fight for praise. They fought for freedom, for each other, for all of us. Today, we remember the selfless, those who stood in harm's way and gave everything they had. Because of them, we live free. Because of them, we carry on. So today, we pause, we reflect, we remember, and we say, thank you.
A beautiful little video there. Okay, let me catch up here with everything. Okay, so let's see what everyone's saying. We got Christopher Turner here who says, "Hey Denise, watching my Kings even down 3-0, so got to you to let me know Steph sucks. Saw the double or nothing review this morning. Love you, my boy Reg Energy." Thank you so much for checking that out. Yeah, Reg and I always have a good time talking about AEW and just having a good time, you know, just talking about the show, what we saw, what we thought. It's super chill. One of my favorite review shows of the week. It's always a good time. So thanks so much, Christopher Turner, for supporting constantly and checking out that review video as well. And I hope you're having a lovely Memorial Day. We got David Romero here who says we have a new women's title, Dominic Mysterio. Shut up. That's actually very funny. Dominic Mysterio is clearly
taken out of action
this time Roxanne Perez. Like, she knew what she was doing. She wasn't doing it because she actually likes Dominic. No, I don't think she actually likes him. I think she just wanted to you know, take a page out of Liv Morgan's book, right? And flirt with this man because she knew, hey, I'm gonna piss off Liv Morgan and make a little mark over here.
Absolutely.
Nonetheless,
Even like her whole face the whole time was very, very like she was doing this, just very, very sure of herself. Thank you, David Primero. We got Uncle Donk here who says, "Happy Memorial Day, my American friends. Think I'm ODing on wrestling." Yo, for reals. There's so much freaking wrestling going on. It's crazy. I feel like it's too much at this point. Or I don't know. Is it too much? Maybe it feels like too much just because we've had so many days back to back. But also, I know that there's a wave of so many more shows incoming. Like, when I think about all the shows that are happening in the next few weeks, next few months, I'm like, yo, I need to give me a second here. Give me a second to collect my thoughts. Oh, it's time for Rusev versus Tazawa. I hope this match is at least fun because I'm not really looking forward to this one. Uncle Dong says, let the drama begin. Exactly. I want to see the drama between Liv and Roxanne unfold fast. And also, Liv Morgan wasn't even gone that long. She was only gone a couple of weeks. I remember everybody was kind of like a little irritated that she was going to be gone because she was doing her movie and as tag team champion, but she wasn't gone that long. So now I totally get why WWE didn't like strip her of the belt or anything like that. Mictaro says if Dragon Lee won, that would have been huge. He was fantastic in this match, but we knew he wasn't going to win. But he won a different way. He reminded people, hey, Dragon Lee is freaking good. Dragon Lee is cool, and we should see more of Dragon Lee. So he won in a different way. Thank you, Mictaro. We got Ryan Adams here who says Finn is having so much fun with this. Look, the last like 2 weeks has been like my favorite Finn Balor. Finn Balor's been causing problems, and I like this Finn Balor. Like, stir the pot Finn. I like that. It's my new favorite Finn. Stir the pot Finn.
Monday Night Raw. This is the first time.
Thank you, Ryan.
Netflix. This is the 32nd time Raw.
Oh, wow.
In Tampa. A lot of that during the
This is the 32nd episode of Raw to emanate from Tampa, Florida. Okay, that's a cool fun fact.
Shout out to the city. It is
I've been shitting on all of the fun facts every week because they always give us the most obvious thing. I didn't know that. I didn't know this was the 32nd Raw in Tampa. These are the kind of facts I appreciate.
To Tazawa.
All right, let me give some shout outs in the meantime. What's up to Vinny Doom? Nice to see you in here. We got Brandon Sunman. Nice to see you. He says, do you think TNA Knockouts will take part in WWE Evolution? Oh, that's a great question, Brandon. Maybe like 1 or 2, but they really don't need to because they have so many of their own women between NXT and the main roster. They've got more than enough. Thank you, Brandon. We also got Paul Green, Dennis, Zachary Walton, Lose Reviews, Devin Tarhan. He says he won the triple threat at Mystic Penta. And if you can, go back and watch it. It was a really fun match. Manuel is in here. We got Nick Blues. We got Marshman 96, Johnny T, Onslaught MP, CC Funk 1, Tanisha Hicks. We got Super Fro says good facts. Finally, good facts.
Just like that.
We got Mike Santini. We got Jonathan in here. We got Maxwell, Jeremy Jimenez celebrating Rusev Day. Super Fro says Tazawa's going to get UJK. Yo, Tazawa's going to get killed right now with Rusev. That's it.
Right there for the tap by Tazawa.
Yo, that was faster than I thought.
This was a quick, dominating dub.
Yeah, now
but also kind of like
letting go and continues to punish Tazawa here.
All right.
Somebody's got to do something. The official can't separate them. Maxine crying out here on the apron.
Okay. Is that Sheamus? Wait, who is that?
Coming out to save the day.
I'm so bad at recognizing themes. Oh yeah, it is Sheamus. Sorry, sometimes I'm slow at recognizing themes.
The Celtic Warrior.
Okay, Sheamus and Rusev. That is so much better. So much better than anything we were getting before with Rusev.
This could get good.
This, my friend. This.
Ugly.
This could be the thing we were missing. Come on, give me a banger here. Let's do this one. See, suddenly I'm paying attention. I'm like, I'm interested. You've got my attention. And he walks away slowly, swiftly, gingerly.
Those two.
Hey, yo. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got here. We got Lumojis. We got Infamous DJ1. We got Raphael Smith. We got Austin Moffat. We got Larry Jester. Let's see. Laurie Jester, yeah, you're right, actually. He says Sheamus looks a bit weird. Oh, wait, that's a t-shirt. Yeah, we don't often see Sheamus in t-shirts. Usually not like that. He usually wears his button-ups and his little vest.
Bert, great to see you.
I couldn't think of the word. I was thinking of it in Spanish. I was about to say his little chalequito.
Oh, yeah, I've said some stupid things in my life. But, you know, we had Cody Rhodes on our
Kershire
podcast,
and Tom
amazing
Segura.
podcast, real eye-opener. And then my buddy Bert had a blast at the show he went to. So he told me I have to come out. So I'm here to just have a good time and watch the show.
Yeah, Bert, I know you had a great time. We were actually interrupted last time when you were talking about your special. So I figured give you the chance to plug it now.
Oh, yeah. This was the guy we saw in the London shows, didn't we?
Talk about bad thoughts. I'll be right back.
The attention span on that one. So you also have a show on Netflix, Bad Thoughts.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I have a new series. It's on Netflix. It's a comedy. It's a wild show where we have basically a sketch show meets Faces of Death. It's outrageous. It's crazy. It happens every time.
Come here. Take a look. It's like we're brothers. It's like looking at
Oh my God, he's so red. Oh my God, he's so red. He looks like a hot Cheeto. No, he really is. He's really got that meaty look.
My red. A little, yeah, actually a lot.
Oh man, I've never seen anyone more red in my life. That is funny. King Michael again, the lobster. Yo, Aaron says high blood pressure right there, bro. For real. Wow. Christian Ramos says he looks like a Christmas ham red. Yo, that's not healthy. Is it not? I have no idea. I've never seen someone so red like that. Oh, but also look at the New Day's gear. It looks really cool. JB says bathroom break match now. John Rivera says looking like a hairy Kool-Aid man. Can you imagine if they made the Kool-Aid man hairy? That's hilarious. 11 says that's hardcore liquor right there. Johnny T says can't unsee. Johnny O says that's his tan. Is it? Because I was going to say that would be the only thing that can like explain that, because bro, dude was red as a cherry pie. Sorry, that's hilarious to me, just how red he was. But I hope that's like not something bad, like, you know, for him, obviously.
I'll talk about this a little more later on when this match gets underway.
All right, 1 second.
Going around complaining how they don't have any competition.
All right, we're on a commercial break. New Day are doing their entrance. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Let me continue on with some more of your guys' comments. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Good to see you in here. Nice to see you. We also got Jay Moscow in the building. Jay Moscow, dude, I thought the same thing because of the New Day's gear. He says, what did Giant Gonzalez is a New Day wearing? It reminded me a little bit of Giant Gonzalez because he had the human anatomy on him kind of deal. And I remember that because I was also Giant Gonzalez for Halloween. And so, yeah. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. We got Ryan Powell in the building. What's up, Dan Davidson? Let's see. We got Limoji says Bert got burned. Yeah, he looks like he got sunburned. If you're sunburned and you're that red, okay, that explains it, you know? All right, we got, let's see, Paul Green Dennis, I agree with you. He says the New Day need to get their heat back. Yep, agreed. Sarah says he must be Irish. Do Irish people turn that red? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, we got Suzuki here who has hopes that this is going to be a good match. We got Matt Toy in the building. Matt, great to see you. Matt says, love the energy and content the last few days, Denise. Working so hard. Still can't get over your reaction to the Ospreay Hangman match last night. I posted all of the clips on my Instagram and my Facebook, which I'm gonna promote, I swear, at some point. And then Reg posted a little video vignette of like all of our reactions like together in one clip and posted it on Twitter. Very funny stuff. I actually had somebody send it to me and they were like, this made me so happy. So no, it was a great time last night. Honestly, it really was a great time. We had fun. We had fun for sure. And nothing's better than watching something with your friends and having that high, right? Whether it's a really good movie or a really good sporting game or a really good wrestling show or a really good wrestling match. when you have those moments, it really does make it just very exciting to share that with people. Thank you so much, Matt Toy, as always, for all of the support. Sarah says, I know from experience, I get that red. It's called Irish skin. Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's natural and not something like an inner issue or something like that. Thank you, Sarah. Let's see what else do we got in here. We got I Show Sigma. What's up, Show It So Sigma? And we've got, we got Melissa Cabello in the building. What's up, man? Good to see you, Melissa.
Combo ticket for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. JETS.
We also got Tanner Blakely. Says how was Dawn yesterday? Fun stuff. Anarchy in the Arena was fun. Hangman and Will was fun. Jamie and Mercedes was fun. Ricochet and Mark Briscoe, another one. Those were my top favorite matches for sure. We also got Johnny T in the building, Eric Diaz, Devin Trahan. Hey, what's up, Devin? Good to see you, man. He says Anarchy in the Arena was crazy to him and the most fun match last night. It was a good time.
For what?
All right, let's see what Sammy has to say. Oh, another Sammy J interaction.
1-on-3. We got to be smart, Oos. We got to pick and choose our battles. They want the power. This is how we stop them. You go out there and you win that Money in the Bank qualifier match, Oos. Snatch that briefcase.
Right.
And if anything get messy out there, they want to try something, man, I got your back, Oos. You know this. All right? Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, dog. You too. You good luck.
I like a good handshake. You know those friend handshakes?
Nonetheless, main event later on tonight. Who will qualify for Money in the Bank? Will it be Seth
all
Rollins?
right, let me get into some of these super chats here. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got a few people.
Find out later on tonight. Meanwhile,
let's see. We got
tag team titles on the line. The New Day.
We got Issa David here who says no to Roxy being in the Judgment Day. Nope, Denise, what's Triple H's number? I need to have a word with him about this. I like it, Issa. He's hurt back and taking off his shirt again. And chugging beer. Ooh, that was fast. He chugged pretty fast. So yeah, he said no. I'm actually excited about Roxanne being in the Judgment Day. I think it'll make it'll reliven the group and kind of add something to it that's been kind of missing a little bit, right? A little bit of lack of interest in the Judgment Day. So I think this will sort of reignite that flame in the interest in the Judgment Day. So I'm actually looking forward to Roxanne and Judgment Day.
Jamming to his tunes earlier on tonight. The bus. I love that.
Corey McCarthy here who says, "What's up in the house? How's it going?" The number one question here is, Corey, are you wearing shorts today? Corey MacArthur has brilliant fashion sense and always shares his fits with me on social media and was rocking the shorts the other day. Just like me. Actually, I got shorts today too. They're not as short as the ones that I actually watched everybody with the other day. These ones are normal short, but still. Who wears shorts?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, look at Eric now. Lifting the 330-pound Ivar and using him as a bowling ball.
We also got Steven Martrulli here who says, in person Saturday night's main event thoughts, Punk and Cody top two faces, overt crowd-hated commercials. Oh, that's right, Steven, you were at the show. Yeah. Actually, I saw your picture on Twitter. Yes, I'm remembering now. You tagged me on Twitter and I saw your picture at the show. And I'm not surprised by you saying Punk and Cody top two faces. They always get some of the very best reactions. And then, I think whether you were there at the show or watching from home, you hated the commercials. And the commercials really take away a lot from Saturday night's main event. I rewatched it on TikTok. If you don't fast forward anything and you just get rid of the commercials, it's an hour and 33 minutes. But if you fast forward like entrances, video packages, things like that, if you just watch the promos and the matches bell to bell, it's 47 minutes. The reason for this so that's what I did. And that's how I was able to like zoom through Saturday night's main event. Thank you, Steven.
Of the War Raiders.
Glad you had a good time, though.
As they were throwing the War Raiders
Shout out to Infamous Raider Loco, who's also here. What's up, Infamous Raider Loco?
Triple threat. Continue.
Dave Jordan says, what if Denise is in the Judgment Day? I mean, I do like nuggies. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think I could be in.
You know, you may not like the tactics, Pat, but New Day forming an alliance here with the Creed brothers.
Yeah, I'm all cut up. Hey, what's up? Hassan Bob, good to see you. And yeah, I agree with you, Show Sigma. Says the table explosion was insane. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Title, smart play.
Enjoy your day, Mike.
New Day is certainly just as intelligent as the old New Day. They know all the tricks, all the tactics. They know what to do in every situation. Been there, done that. Now it's War Raiders.
All right, we're on a commercial break, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. So I'm going to use this opportunity, if you guys don't mind, to promote the Facebook page while we're on a commercial break. Just a heads up to everyone, you guys already know, I'm starting from scratch all over again on my Facebook page, and I officially hit 1,300 followers on Facebook. What should the goal be today? How about this? I'm gonna try to make a goal of 1,500. I don't know if it's possible, but if I can, maybe try to hit 1,500 today. I'm at. Oh, maybe it is possible. I'm at 1381. 1381. So I'll be pushing this throughout the entire stream, trying to get 1,500. So if you guys haven't followed yet the Facebook page, please do. It's Denise Salcedo, Denise's version. I'm posting lots of content, clips, reactions, you name it, news. If you want to make sure you're up to date with all things pro wrestling, as well as additional content you won't find anyplace else, please go on over to the Facebook page and support. I'm trying to get my page back to where it was at by the end of this year, which is kind of crazy. But an attempt will be made, though. Like, legit, an attempt will be made. I was at 117,000 followers, and now I'm at 1,300. So I'm really trying to promote and make sure that I grow the page back up. So thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Said we'll take the help.
We got Dan Legby Jr. says, hey, Denise. Mike Kowinski says, hello, Denise. Hello, Denise. Seth's promo was boring, just like the FTR match. Yo. I was not a fan of that Seth Rollins promo. Y'all should have heard me. I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was watching it, but I was not a fan. Andrea Price, good to see you, Andrea. How's it going?
Tag champs as well.
We got Larry Jester who says commercial for 3 minutes, action for 2 minutes, another commercial. Yeah, that's kind of how it is, guys.
Shots at each other.
Emoji says, love your Facebook page. Thank you.
Desperately needs a tag.
Lou says, look that picture with the pink lights behind you. Oh, are you talking about this one? The Death Triangle picture with Ray and Pac and Penta? I'm assuming that's the picture you're probably talking about.
A 4-on-2 match so far.
Infamous DJ1 says your Instagram is wild. Why is it wild?
And again, this is for the World Tag Team titles.
Thank you, Dan.
Rules. However,
hey, what's up, Christopher Leclerc says, hey, Denise, my birthday's next Monday. Hey, well, Christopher, if I don't see you that day, happy early birthday. I hope you have some big birthday plans set. By the way, we're back here on Monday Night Raw. We are watching this match with the War Raiders, Julius and Brutus, and the New Day in a triple threat for the tag team titles.
Xavier Woods right to the back of the surgically repaired.
Oh, Lou says the picture on your Facebook page. Oh, my default. Oh, the banner. I'm sorry, the banner. No wonder I was like, what are you talking about, pink lights? Never mind, the banner. My bad. Thank you. Yeah, that's my banner everywhere. Ryan Sully. Hey, what's up, Ryan? He says, hey, Denise, what was your favorite match from Double or Nothing? Oh, you know what my favorite match was. Ryan, come on. You know the answer.
Eric has been getting his.
It was Will and Hangman, bro. And nothing else topped that for me. Numero uno, baby. Numero uno.
Huge right.
War Raiders who own a winning record over the.
Mr. Grimley says, I think I'm looking forward to Worlds Collide more than Money in the Bank. It's not that I'm looking forward to Worlds Collide more than Money in the Bank. It's just that Worlds Collide is going to be so different and new for us. And usually when you have different and new, it draws interest, right? We already know what we can expect from Money in the Bank. We don't know what we're really going to expect from NXT Worlds Collide. So I think that's probably why you're feeling the way you're feeling. SES says the New Day and Giant Gonzalez gear. For reals. Ryan Sully, you're crazy.
Great athlete. Sit down, splat.
Two cheeks.
Over the top goes Woods.
Ivar out clicking everybody.
Oh, damn. I thought he wasn't going to go over the top rope for a second. Kofi always flying. We need to see, have they done... Have they done Kofi and Dragon Lee on WWE? Have they done that match? Because if they haven't, that's a match they need to do. Kofi and Dragon Lee. That would be really fun. Or Kofi and have they done Kofi and Penta? No, huh?
With the right hand.
That would be fun too.
Now Brutus.
Hey, what's up, love for Boost? Good to see you on here.
Right now,
hope you're doing good. Henry Kieran says, Denise, we got 36 minutes of commercial Saturday night. Way too much. Did you really get 36 minutes of commercial? Oh, wait, that makes sense because, like I said, if when Peacock, when you go on, it says an hour 33. So that does make sense as to pretty closely how much commercial time you guys got.
Xavier Woods with the limit break elbow. Ivar going up top.
Yo, Ivar's like mustache is really
titles. 3 men break it up.
Really out there. Really cool.
The scale might go.
He's got like a fully formed stash, bro. Like his facial hair is top notch, bro.
Potential registered earthquake is Ivar.
Ivar should be like a spokesperson for one of those like those beard balm companies, the ones that sell like beard balm, beard conditioning, beard grooming, not beer grooming, beard grooming. I think Ivar would be kind of cool on that. Hey, what's up, Odd Bodkins? He says we need more Quizlemanias. I don't know if Wrestle Talk is still doing them. Are they? I haven't seen any of that in a while. I think I did a Quizlemania.
He did that time.
Didn't I do a Quizlemania with Santi like a few months ago? I think I did. I think I did.
Wipes out Woods.
Tiger Claw Gaming says Denise loves a good mustache. I don't love mustaches, actually, no. But
Eric now.
But I respect a good one, and that's a good one right there.
Here's Woods. Tag made. Julius.
Dominic Carranza says Eric and Ivar here for Manscaped. Yeah. The only thing is, though, that they would have to shave it off if they had the Manscaped to, like, show how it works.
New day and
you don't want to do that to them.
American made working together again.
Yes, boy says Booker T got similar facial hair. Yeah, he has a good. Oh, no. He didn't even land on him.
Kofi saying, I'm going to fly as well.
And Kofi Kingston.
That was almost super cool until.
Into the apron goes Kofi.
Yeah, Booker T also has a pretty good mustache with a little, if he wants to have the little handlebar. I like those handlebar mustaches. Those are fancy-ass mustaches.
Short-circuiting the LED boards around the ring.
And Kofi Kingston.
And now Ivar.
What?
Oh, nice. That was
Creed
cool.
coming off Xavier, who rolls up Creed. He's got the tights. And the
he had to print Julius like that. But yeah, the New Day retains. By cheating because he was pulling on the tights. We got Terrence Johnson here who says, where would you rank Usos versus New Day and Hell in a Cell? Where would you rank Usos and New Day and Hell in a Cell? So when the New Day used to wrestle the Usos, they had some majestic matches, man. They're kind of all a blur to me because I know they wrestled several times. But I do remember that I always felt like they made such good magic with each other. But it's been a minute since I've watched their matches. I haven't watched them since they actually happened. So I kind of have, I just remember enjoying them, but I don't remember them by heart, though.
Look at this.
Thank you, Terrence. Oh, then we got Kyrie and Io.
What is this? A
Liv
WWE
and
reunion? I thought your group
Raquel.
was dead, just like Kyrie's chances of winning Money in the Bank.
Liv looks so good.
Keep walking. Oh, I will. I'm gonna walk right into Adam Pearce's office and get myself a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. And when I win that briefcase, I'm cashing in on you. Something that Kyrie here could never ever do.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what she said, but it sounded good.
Have a match.
Yes. Tonight. Yes. Do it. Boop.
Messed up, girl.
Raquel, she's so funny. Raquel's the friend that I think every girl wants because she has your back. She's ride or die. She just seems like a good friend to have for sure.
You got your
so shout out to Raquel as a good friend. She clearly kept Liv Morgan posted on whether or not she was, another woman was hitting on her man. All right, guys, how long do we think the Jey Uso entrance is going tonight? Started at 109.35 here on the stream, so we'll see how long today's Jey Uso entrance is.
Yeah, but sometimes you look like you don't have a clue what a beat is.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Good to see you. And let me go through some more comments here. We got Victaro, who says, will WWE Worlds Collide be on Peacock? I think it's just on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's just a YouTube show. So, hey, you guys, anybody that didn't want to or doesn't have the Peacock, hoorah, you get to watch the Worlds Collide for free on YouTube. So, yeah, although knowing WWE, they're going to put a shit ton of ads because WWE has a lot of ads on their videos, like a lot. A lot. Every time I go back to watch things on YouTube for WWE, oh my God, I'm stuck on an endless loop of ads sometimes. Thank you, McTaru. Corey MacArthur says, listen, no short shorts today, but a normal length though. Battleground review was great and seeing the text on screen enhances the eat. Corey, I was going to ask people in the polls, sorry, not the polls, the comment section, how they felt about me adding text to my videos. And I can't usually do it for the podcast just because they're so much longer. That would take me forever to do. But for the 20-minute videos that I do, I think it's a lot easier for me to do the captions on them. So, it's brutal doing the captions, guys. Oh, they stink. Even though they look great on the video, and I think it keeps people more engaged because they're, like, following along. I hate doing captions because I use this program, and if I fuck up even just a little bit, you know when you mess up sometimes on, like, any app and you can undo and then just, like, it's okay as long as you catch it right away, you can undo and fix it. This program that I use has no undo button. So if my ass messes up on my captions, like it's stuck there. I got to start from the beginning, from the very beginning. So it's so annoying. And then the other thing that I hate is that they never could get the spelling correctly for WWE, AEW, or the wrestlers' names. So I always have to go in and add an extra W for both AEW and WWE. I always have to correct the names because they're always spelled wrong. So anyways, I'm glad you like the captions. I am trying to invest the time to do those because I do think that they make the videos more pleasing, more aesthetically pleasing to watch. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate the feedback because I was wondering about that. So you'll probably only see the captions on just the shorter videos. David Dole says YouTube Premium is great indeed. Yeah, if you're not paying for ads, I mean, if you're paying for that and not getting ads, I definitely see that as a great investment. I should probably do that too, considering that I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. And we're still going, guys, on this Jey Uso entrance. Jacob Bloxer says, do you think Roman is going to return tonight? Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Charles Credle says, too many ads for WWE YouTube channels, just annoying. I would kill to see WWE's YouTube analytics. Oh my God, I would kill to see those numbers, like be in their YouTube analytics page. Because look at how many subscribers they have, how many videos they have. Yo, like their ad revenue with all of those ads and all of those videos and all of those subscribers must be a glorious thing to behold. I would kill to have access to their YouTube analytics.
Coming to Atlanta,
all right,
Georgia,
anyways, but we got, hey, what's up? We got my good friend Mike Parker Collect, Patreon member Mike Parker Collect says, the danger with Roxy and the Judgment Day is I show often, they can switch out the women if that's a plan. Your Facebook page will be fine. May take time for the DW has your back and your top creator for a reason. Thank you so much, Mike, for the encouraging words. I really thank you for that because, you know, sometimes you can get down about it, but you know, I'm trying to stay positive, and once I start to see some movement, I think that's when I'll start to feel better about it. But yeah, I get what you mean by easily, you know, swapping from Rhea to Liv to Roxanne, but I also think that if there's an option there for it to be if it still works right now, if there's still interest, then we can still make it happen. I think after Roxanne, then it'll be too much. But I think they can still do this with Roxanne and see what we get out of it. Thank you, Mike Parker Collects. Hope you're having a good day.
Jey Uso is now
in Yo City. Kishen says Cole's getting better at eating.
Hey, busy weekend.
He's the worst eater ever.
Everybody
it's great to watch, though.
Logan Paul
it's so
got
great.
On. John Cena about to get yeeted on too. And
What's up, Crazy Cool Dean?
It's me and my dog.
Hey, what? Gunther again? Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, that's right. We're supposed to see the match today. I completely forgot. Wait, wasn't it today that we're supposed to get this match?
Changed. Yeah, let's not forget.
It's today, right?
Uso,
or is it a different day?
The Monday after Money in the Bank. That would be 2 weeks from
so
tonight in
It's after
Phoenix.
Money in the Bank. Wait, I thought it was after Saturday night's main event.
Faces Jey for the world title.
Yo.
This angry man.
Oh, we still gotta
watches
wait till
Golden
then?
Not just angry, he's powerful, he's tough.
I'm sorry, in my mind, I thought it was happening after Saturday night's main event.
80% of the time that
Whoops.
he's been here. What
All
you're
right,
seeing
well,
right now, without gold
in that
around his
case,
waist, is
never
very
mind.
abnormal.
Yeah, you were the recipient of a lot of that anger a few weeks back. I think both of us learned a lot more about respecting Gunther.
Yeah, I view it as an honor to have had the opportunity to fight Gunther. Would not sign up for it again.
No.
Certainly. And if I could go back, would not stand up for you in the way that I did. Yeah, right. I would.
I know you would. But
Oh,
thanks.
Vincent, he says there's a Chrome extension you can get for blocking YouTube ads. Ooh, send me that info when you get the chance. Thank you, Vincent. It's a great question. Omega Mike says, how are we feeling about none of the world champions defending their title on Money in the Bank? I guess I was under the assumption that they were still going to wait and see when they were going to announce that. But you're right. Cody's in the tag team match, and then Jay's facing Gunther the night after. So I didn't even realize it till right now, Mike, because I was stupid and I thought this match was happening today.
First of all, I came out here because
Thank you so much, V-Pull and Vincent. I will make sure to keep an eye out on that or
comes from a very personal place.
download that.
Congratulations on the 15-year jubilee of the Usos in WWE.
So shout out to Infamous Raider Loco. Infamous Raider Loco, I just saw your recommendation on Facebook. Very nice of you to do that.
Congratulations on your first successful defense against Logan Paul on Saturday. You are holding on to this title way longer than I expected.
Gunther's so condescending. It's great.
That you do everything in your power.
He's like
to
that person
fulfill
that
your
always gives a
position.
backhanded
I can
compliment.
see that you try your hardest. You really want to be the captain of the ship here on Monday Night Raw. And you got your hands full, to be honest. There's that long-term plan going around. Some of your friends are in trouble. And when they need you, you are right there, no questions asked. And those are great qualities for a human being. But they're terrible qualities
In a
for
champion.
great champion. And you know what, Jay? I don't blame you.
Hey, shout out to the Tyler Hahn who's also in here.
Because unlike me, this position, being the World Heavyweight Champion, doesn't come natural to you. Being a great champion, Jay, doesn't mean you're there for everybody else. It doesn't mean you sort out everybody else's problems. Just guess how I was able to be a champion for almost a year. Because the only person I care about is myself.
At least he's honest about it. He ain't lying to us all. He's self-indulgent in himself.
If I'm fully honest, Jay,
I don't think you have the intellect to understand how to carry yourself as a
Damn,
great
bro, he
champion.
called him
And
stupid.
in 2 weeks,
You
when
don't have
and
the
I
intellect?
Step into this ring together for one more time.
Rude.
I'm gonna relieve you from your position. I'm gonna make things right. I'm gonna choke you out. I'm gonna take my World Heavyweight Champion back where it belongs, around my waist.
I feel like we've done this song and dance quite a bit, if you ask me. Yeah, Kevin Simpson says, what the hell, this promo feels like we went back in time. Same build as before Mania. That's what I'm saying. Like, we know this song and dance. We can probably recite it. Helen says, sorry, I haven't tuned into Raw in a bit. Why are they still feuding? Bro, I wish I had the answer for you. I don't.
I'm done. I'm done with everybody saying my days as champ are numbered.
He successfully defeated Logan Paul, made Gunther tap. Come on, Jay, talk about those things.
I'm done with everybody using an excuse for this title to turn their back on the people who brought them up. I do have friends. I do have family. I'm a real one, Oos. I fight for them. They fight for me.
Cue the J-Lo song, I'm Real.
Run your mouth on my life. You want to judge me? Go ahead.
When he said you want to judge me, it reminded me of that quote that people always put, you can't judge me, only God can judge me. I was waiting for Jey Uso to be like, only God can judge me. Oh, man.
What you fighting for?
Hall in the game says,
That's what I'm
boring.
fighting for, Oos.
Sadly.
I'm not overlooking you. Gunther, I know what you're capable of. Not overlooking you, Oos. I know you in and out, man.
He practically killed Pat McAfee.
I'm going to see you in Phoenix. But Gunther, at the end of the day, Oos, I'm fighting for their support.
I think you already got it, Jay. Come on.
No, look. Because in Phoenix, I'm going to make you tap out again. Hey, 4 letters, 1 word.
It always makes me laugh. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part of Jey Uso's weekly thing. But guys, we have seen this promo 1,000 times, okay? I can recite it at this point. Yeah, today's show segment says 2-minute promos in one night. Today has not been a strong promo day. Nick the Creator says, Jonathan says, DJ1 says, yeah.
There's a reason why the world
Oh
champion
man,
has
we
to
got
work
Tommy
and
Pardo
carry
here who
this company
says,
on their back.
hey Denise, I feel that eventually Jay might have a full-on crash out because he feels like he's been disrespected constantly since winning the title. That could be an interesting scenario. Hey man, at this, I mean, here's the thing. The only reason why I don't expect him to have a crash out is because usually people who crash out, like they become uncool, right? A cool person is someone that can keep their chill, can keep their cool, right? That's why it's a saying, keep your cool. Jey Uso is cool because he goes out there, he's got the cool getup, he's leading, he's lively. So I think if he were to crash out, the fans would be like, I'm not gonna support this guy who can't even control his own emotions. So I don't think he will, Tommy. But thank you so much for sending the suggestion
I
in.
felt it was gonna go.
All right, so
people would
Cody's.
react to me. How were you feeling about?
Oh, Cody
this
and
pay-per-view?
Brandy.
So I was super excited about it all. I know we had gone through crazy turmoil to get I feel like it was like weeks leading up to it that we were like, is this gonna happen? And then I knew that there were nerves and there was anxiety and we were having these conversations of what if. And I just remember you saying, what if they boo? And I just said, they're not.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. And I'm so focused in, I'm sitting right next to, I'm in the middle of The Undertaker and Stephanie McMahon, and I have no idea. And then it took that second for boom, American Nightmare hits the screen. Everybody just lost their complete minds.
And again,
well, that should be fun. Getting to see Cody and Brandy like talk about things. It's always interesting, I think, to see like husband and wife. You know, like when Stephanie and Triple H did their interview for Stephanie's Places. Like this stuff is interesting because you're gonna get like real, authentic as a conversation as you'll ever get. You know, husband and wife. You know, so yeah. King of Strong Style says too many podcasts. Usually the WWE podcasts are very, like Rowdy the Cat says, corporate. But every now and then you do get some good gems, though. All right, but in the meantime, we are about to get what I think should be a kick-ass match. And that is Liv Morgan versus Kyrie Sane. So that should be fun. Kyrie Sane had a fun one with Rhea Ripley last week. An unfortunate one because that was when Zoe Stark got hurt. But the motions between Rhea and Kyrie were good though. We got I Show Sigmo says Liv switching outfits in one night for reals. All right, we got Tracy WV with a very generous super chat. She says, thank you for everything yesterday. Love main event. Thank you, Tracy, for hanging out with us on the watch along, being super cool. Always appreciate your support, Tracy. Always appreciate it. Thank you, Tracy, for the love. All right, in the meantime, really quickly, guys, I'm going to do a quick Facebook count update. My goal for the end of the night is to hit 1,500 followers. Henry, thank you so much. He also just recommended my Facebook page. I don't even know how you do that, by the way. Can someone tell me how you do that? How does one recommend a Facebook page? But Frank, Infamous Royal Loco just recommended my page, and so did Henry Kiernan. I don't know how to do that, but we are, I'm at 1389, guys. 1389. The goal is 200. So hopefully we can make it happen. Make it happen.
I'm glad to see that Liv has
Make it happen. Shout out to Mariah Carey. We got Day Day here. Hey, Day Day. He says, I'm here. What I miss? You look like a girl in Wreck-It Ralph. What's that little girl's name? The one from Wreck-It Ralph. I know which one you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about because she wears all the little clips things on her hair, and I was thinking about her today. Penelope? Vanellope? I don't remember her name. Vanellope. People are saying Vanellope. Is it Vanellope? I don't really remember her name, but she wears all of the cute little things in her hair, and she crossed my mind for a split second today when I was doing my hair. So it's so funny that you mentioned that. So funny. That was a cute movie. I used to love Wreck-It Ralph. That was a fun one. I like that one. Thank you, Day Day. I should have probably added more. Shadow says it's Vanellope. Vanellope? Hold on, I don't remember her name. Let me Google it.
I guess she's a pirate again.
She certainly is.
Vanellope.
Yeah, I missed you, Liv. I did. I missed you. I have to admit.
Welcome back, Liv.
Glad you're back.
Welcome back, Liv. Congrats on the movie, Liv.
Yes, congratulations. Kyrie Sane, hoping to.
It's Vanellope. Vanellope Von Schweetz. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Rodriguez is hanging out at ringside.
I think Raquel Rodriguez.
Let's learn how to pronounce the name of this character from Wreck-It Ralph correctly. The English pronunciation is as Vanellope.
Vanellope.
Vanellope. We wrap up a great 3-night
Vanellope
stay in the
Von
city of
Schweetz.
Tampa, Florida. This is Monday Night Raw here tonight.
Okay, I got it now.
Netflix. A lot of celebrities in the house tonight.
I had to pull up the whole pronunciation.
Three-time Lord Stanley Cup champion.
All right, Vanellope. I got it.
2 times.
Ooh, that was interesting. Hey, yo, thank you so much to Muttereller Drashin 2087 who just followed over on Facebook. Let's go. Thank you so much, man.
In the paint.
Hard in the Paint is the name of the song. No hands.
Yeah, but I call it In the Paint.
Round of applause.
Hey, there's Titus O'Neil. I looked at him and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. And then I realized it was Titus. Yo, Titus looking fly with that nice cardigan shirts. Yo, I'm vibing with that look. Infamous DJ says that voice was creepy. It was. I just clicked on the first thing I found. Vanellope. Tracy WV says, however, you and I may fall out over my boys. That's true because you love Seth and Jey. I'm sorry, Tracy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Live on Monday.
Tracy's a big Seth Rollins and Jey Uso fan, so respect though.
Again, Liv Morgan returning to WWE.
Oh, I love Kyrie's gear today. Oh my gosh, she reminds me of a fruit gusher, and I love fruit gushers.
Rodriguez, who is at ringside, first time ever.
She's got fruit gushers colors today.
Yeah, should be a great fight here. Kyrie Zayn kind of.
Shadow said that woke up the chat. Andy Nershall says that voice sounded like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Disarray within the Judgment Day clubhouse. And Balor introducing
That's so
Jose
funny.
Perez to the
All in the game reminds us of Titus with the biggest botch of all time slitting in the ring. Funniest moment ever. If I'm ever having a bad day, just pull up that Titus gif of him falling and it will make you laugh. Will make you laugh. We got Tilla Padu Pereira who says, what's going on? We are watching the Morgan versus Kyrie Zayn. It just started. And Kyrie just gave a brutal chop to a Liv. This camera angle is very, very interesting, by the way. Coming in from the left side of the ring. Yo, how are we feeling about this camera angle? I like it.
By Kyrie Zayn.
Yeah, Kyrie
Threw
now
me off though for a
out
second.
to the apron by Liv. Liv, of course, a former two-time world champ, record-setting four-time tag team champion.
Ooh.
Assume she missed the ring whenever she was filming her movie, and now Kyrie Zayn says, "Come get some."
Yeah, she's a bit full of herself on her return, I thought, when I saw her today. She actually told me that she wanted to be referred to.
It's so weird watching this match like this. It's like a new.
Set across the ring by Zayn.
It's taken me a second to like get used to.
Kyrie Zayn sending a movie star from one side of the ring to the other.
Said she had her own trailer. And look at this now.
Oh, he was quick, bro. He was like, oh, I need to get down. He was on the ring apron, and now he's down, and now we're getting a regular shot that we normally get.
Kyrie Zayn, former NXT Women's Champ.
Tyler Hahn says she got that Baja Blast colorway. I show segments. It's like he's switching between Tanti's stream and your stream. Plan B over here. Let's go, Plan B.
Kick the steel post and Liv now. Looking for a sunset.
Oh, shit, bro. She power bombed her ass to the ground. Damn.
Liv is taking over Kyrie.
I'm sorry, but Kyrie Zayn's gear is making me want candy so bad. Like, she's making me want sugar badly. Okay? Badly.
The return of Liv Morgan.
Especially now that Tyler Hahn said Baja Blast.
So good as she drives
Yo,
Kyrie
give me a
into the
straw.
barricade.
I'm about to slurp.
Raquel's another one.
Yet,
So
Caprice
annoying.
Jester says Caprice
Four-time
Stud.
tag team
No,
champ.
my face is
Cackling
sweating
away.
now. I have this like
They
really
consider
weird
themselves the
thing.
greatest
I don't
tag
know
team in the
why,
history of the women's
but
division.
every
They are.
time I
They
think of
hook away
candy
and a
or
kick
look
out,
at
at least
candy
based
or
on the
eat
number of
candy,
times they've
I start
had the title.
sweating
There's a
from
reason
here, like
Raquel
right
speaks
below
the
my
way she
eyes.
speaks.
I don't know
That's a
why.
lot
It's
of
just a thing that
she had
happens
a
to me. So like
choice thing
talking
to say
about
to you
it
a little
makes
bit
me
ago.
sweat.
certainly did. But she's
That's
champ.
weird.
We're not.
Manuel says, what's your favorite
Pay our
candy?
respects.
Trolleys,
Liv
bro.
Morgan continues to beat
Trolleys.
down
Trolleys
Kyrie
are
Zayn.
life. If
Liv
anybody
Morgan
here
again,
loves trolleys,
love to
you
have an
know.
opportunity
You know what
to
I'm talking
qualify for
about.
Money in the Bank. She won the
Day Zero says Kyrie out here looking like a bag of wild
Look at
berry
this now. She's
Skittles.
got a 5 count.
Wild
Finally
berry
breaks
Skittles
it.
are my favorite bag of Skittles.
Incredible referee.
The
Oh,
wild
Kyrie
berry
Zayn's
followed
spine
by the
is back.
Yeah,
tropical
Liv may have the
Skittles.
win
Blue
here.
bag.
In
I
the
like
double
those
hooks the
too.
leg now on Zayn, who kicks out
That's
at
so
2.
funny.
Basement dropkick there. Bent Kyrie Zayn's spine out of sorts. Thought that was potentially going to be it.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Dan Lutzka here. Says this crowd seems dead. It's probably because they're in the commercial break right now. The audience can tell when they're in a commercial break, and they're in a commercial break right now. So I noticed that they can always tell. So it dies down a little bit and then picks right back up once we come back. But I can hear the crowd a little, start to get into it a little bit more. Thank you so much, Dan, for the love, and I hope you're having a good Memorial Day weekend. Mike Parker Collect says there's a star under details on the page where the recommendations are shown. A visitor can click on that and write their own recommendation. Oh, shit. I had no idea, Mike. Thank you for letting me know that. I didn't even know that you could do that. So I hope that, you know, maybe encourages some people to follow if they see some good recommendations. So thank you, Mike, for letting me know. I truly had no idea. Thank you, Mike.
In control. Judgment Day, busy night tonight.
Lawrence McCoy says, I agree. Trolleys.
See if he can qualify for
Trolleys.
Money in the Bank contract.
So good. Match. Brendan says, I also followed your new Facebook page. Thank you so much. Tony said, what the F are trolleys? So Kyrie Google trolleys, spell it T-R-O-L-L-I
here, create some
apostrophe S, and it's a black bag, and there's 3 colors. It's green and orange, red and yellow, and then blue and red.
Great offense by Liv Morgan. Cover.
You're welcome. When you discover them, you will love them. You're welcome, Tony.
It's been all Liv Morgan, but Kyrie
they're amazing.
Hanging in this.
We also got Day Day here who says, watch last week's watch along. Keep think plan B after morning pill and your favorite Mexican candy minus chile powdered covered gummies. Yeah, so every time I say plan B, it's because of the pill. So that's what makes it funnier. It's like being plan B, but plan B always comes in clutch. So, anyways, but my favorite Mexican candy is mazapanes. I love mazapanes. I could have mazapanes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how much I love those.
Physically and mentally.
By the way, we are back here on the match with Kyrie and
now
Liv.
Kyrie Sane with an opportunity to rally here.
But yeah, mazapanes, yo, love them. Mazapanes, pelones, tamarindo sticks. I love those too.
She's in trouble right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Day Day. I love tamarindo. Like anything tamarindo, I'll take it.
Kyrie has survived tonight.
We also got Uncle Dunk here who says, Ringman running out of space for ads. No joke. In the future, wrestlers will have sponsors on their outfits. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing for sure. I mean, they can definitely do that. Well, remember Brock Lesnar had that with Jimmy Johns. He had that for a while. And I think if you guys remember correctly, sorry, it's been such a long time since I've listened to the CM Punk Colt Cabana podcast, but I think CM Punk spoke about that too in the podcast when back in the day he was trying to get like a sponsor or someone wanted to sponsor him or something, and they said no. I don't really remember the details right now, but maybe someone else will. But that was something I recall him speaking about in the Colt Cabana, controversial Colt Cabana podcast. Thank you, Uncle Dong.
Flying forearm and down goes Liv. Kyrie to the cover for the win.
Alan says jarritos de tamarindo too. Actually, when it comes to jarritos, I prefer the I think it's the fruit punch version. I prefer the fruit punch version.
Can you imagine Kyrie getting a win?
James Irvin says, I followed your Facebook page during Saturday night's main event. Hell yeah, James. Thank you so much. I've been promoting since for the last couple of days.
Step up in Zaguri, and now Kyrie Sane looking to maybe get Liv Morgan to tap out.
Torture Liv a little bit. She's thinking.
Will Liv tap? Official Jessica Carr is right there. Liv's a long way away from the ropes. And look at Kyrie.
Nice. She is happy. She folded. She folded Liv Morgan like a taco.
Yeah, ran into a right hand by Kyrie as she drops Liv. Now Kyrie. Oh, Liv with double boots, dropping Kyrie to the mat.
What's up to Funny Redemption? Says, I didn't watch Saturday night's main event. Weekend was busy. Oh, man, don't worry. It happens. You got to have a life. Sometimes you just can't watch everything. Oh, I thought that was going to be it there for Kyrie. I thought Liv was going to take it right there. Absurd Spoonful says, now I want some mango jarritos. I don't think I've had the mango jarritos. I don't think I've had it.
Liv can't believe it.
Jay Grouse 9 says, Denise, are you going to do media for Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank? I applied for Worlds Collide. They didn't have I'm sorry, Money in the Bank. They didn't have an option for Worlds Collide, so I'm not too sure if they're doing anything for Worlds Collide. I'll try to find out because I want to get me some interviews with the Spanish talent, actually. I'm not entirely sure who. I'm not entirely sure what's going on now that they, that WWE bought AAA. I don't know if the original guy that does AAA PR is still the PR guy for them, for the Mexican wrestlers. Like, I'm not entirely too sure. So, or if WWE's handling that or what, I have no idea. So I got to figure that out. I'll figure it out soon. Get that settled, because I would really love to interview I would really love to interview Psycho Clown again, and I want to interview the Kingo again, and yeah, those are the people that I want to chat with, because we haven't gotten any of their perspectives for what they think about this merger. Like, we haven't talked about it at all. So ooh, that was a little interesting.
And now Kyrie somehow turns this into a pin here.
Yeah, so we haven't heard any of their perspectives, and I want to make sure that I chat with them about it. So we'll see. An attempt will be made.
Sometimes legs are going to give. You got to make the most of it. She turns into a pinning combo. A slingshot of Liv.
Yeah, didn't really get all that, but she puts Liv into position now.
Andy Nerschel says steer clear of Alberto Del Rio. I actually had to interview Alberto one time when I worked in the local indies. So I have interviewed him one time, but it wasn't a media interview, it was a backstage interview. Okay, Raquel and Roxanne are arguing, two feisty Latinas. Liv's a little distracted by that. And Kyrie got the win over Liv Morgan. It's a pretty good win for Kyrie. So, and just like that, the drama continues with Liv and Roxanne.
It cost her the oblivion and it cost her the match. Again, I don't know why Raquel
look
was
at her.
so mad.
Look at her, the desk there.
Liv.
She's dogging her. Damn.
Saying, I tried to help you. And Raquel saying, we don't need any help.
Right, Roxanne's such a troublemaker. She's acting all innocent, like, me? I didn't do anything. That's Roxanne's vibe right now.
And here, this argument now, you see Liv distracted. As she goes for oblivion, Kyrie turns it around into a victory. Raquel and Roxanne have some explaining to do.
Oh my gosh, she still hasn't stopped staring at her.
To the WWE is spoiled.
Look at that, look at that. Oh, Roxanne looks scared now. Oh, Raquel looks so mad. She looks so mad. Oh, they're coming for her. Oh, Roxanne, baby girl.
Mommy's always on top. It wasn't just a saying to me, but it was a way of life. But lately that just hasn't been a reality now, has it? But at Money in the Bank, that all changes. Because for the first time in my career, I'm in a ladder match, which means no one is ready for the amount of brutality that I am going to unleash. I would do absolutely anything to climb that ladder, retrieve that briefcase, to once again cement myself at the top of the women's division.
Rhea Ripley is going to LA for Money in the Bank.
So, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, I advise you to hold your titles really tightly, because absolutely no one is safe from Mommy in the
I like that. Mommy in the Bank. Oh, come on. You know they're going to sell that shirt, that briefcase, Mommy in the Bank. You know it's coming. Come on.
Becky Lynch won't be in Money in the Bank because of that.
We got, who do we got here? We got, we can go through some comments. We got Jonathan Tafila here who says Roxanne is ruining everything. Devin Trahan says, I think it's hilarious. Tony says Kyrie deserves the win after taking that pin against Rhea. Let's see what else we got here. Nick the Creator says, boom, new t-shirt. Yeah, for reals right there, man. Printing some money. All right. I need 1 second just to start a new recording here.
It's unbelievable. Okay, how could you guys let New Day run the show out there? You cost yourself a golden opportunity. All right? Now, El Grande Americano gave me a message, and I got to get it to Pierce right now. So, Ivy, take these two, get them in the best shape of their life in case they get another opportunity. Go. Go.
Oh, here we go.
Poking your nose in my business.
Here we go.
My spot and Money in the Bank, huh?
Vikingo and Gable.
Lucky for me, at Worlds Collide, I get my revenge. It's Chad Gable versus Vikingo. And from the looks of it, it's going to be as easy as taking candy from el hijo.
Toda esta energía, guárdala para el 7 de junio en Los Ángeles. Worlds Collide, face to face. See you soon.
He told them to save all that energy for their match.
Go look for another opportunity you didn't earn. What about me? What about Gable?
What about me? What about Gable? Is that oh, AJ.
Here's the thing, Gable.
AJ with his fabulous hair.
Interfere in my match ever again. I'm not just going to put you back on the floor. I'm going to put you through the concrete. You're bleeding.
Oh
wow, they got Vic Joseph doing interviews today. What? Vic Joseph, by the way, does a very fine job over on NXT.
What a weekend it has been. It started with Saturday night's main event, tonight with Monday Night Raw, but history was made last night right here at Battleground. NXT superstar Trick Williams is the new TNA World Champion. That's right, an NXT WWE superstar is the TNA World Champion, and I'm here to tell you tomorrow night on NXT.
Oh, he's just promoting. I thought he was going to do an interview.
As the TNA World Champion. As for right now,
They should have had Trick on here too. They should have done like a quick little Vic Joseph, Trick Williams interview. I think that would have been fun for like the commercial break, you know? Come on.
Well, John Cena, Logan
And a nice
Paul,
little
Becky
promo
Lynch,
for
and Tiffany
NXT.
Stratton will compete in Fanatics games at
By
Fanatics
the way,
Fest
we got
NYC, June 20 to the 22nd. For the first time ever, the world's biggest athlete.
JJ here who says if Roxy and Dom have a baby, it will be a troublemaker. What? All right, we're not going that far. We're not going that far. It'll be definitely not. Oh my god, that's funny. Thank you, JJ. We got Corey MacArthur who says Facebook page recommendation posted. Yes, thank you, Corey. Let me go on Facebook and see how it's going over here. Oh yes, Corey, I just saw your Jones. Nikki Jones here in the chat here. Thank you so much for also recommending the page. Nikki Jones recommended it too, so that's great. Okay, I'm up to date now. Corey MacArthur here, seeing this right now. All right. Oh, let's see what happens here with Liv and wait, the audio's gone. Oh wait, the audio's back.
I couldn't see they didn't set it up.
But if Roxanne hadn't got involved, you would have won.
You know, Raquel, I can't believe I have to say this, but you were the veteran out there. You should have known better.
Oh, she's gonna turn on her giving shit to Raquel. Oh, poor Raquel, bro.
Nonetheless, Monday Night Raw.
By the way, we got David Primero. If you've been watching Evolution, watch along. I actually don't know yet, David. I don't know yet. I'm hoping to be here to watch along, but I'm not entirely too sure yet. I haven't came up with my plans yet. I need to get to that though. I need to plan for all of this stuff. So I will keep you posted. By the way, Brendan Miller, thank you so much, Brendan, for this very generous super chat. Very, very cool of you to do that. He says, my Wrestling Content Hall of Fame inductees, the first two are Denise Salcedo and Chris Van Vliet. Well, first of all, I got to tell you, Chris is awesome. He's been one of the, I've known Chris now for several years, and he's one of the nicest persons. Like, he is who you see in his content. One of the nicest people in wrestling media, period, and super humble, considering how many amazing accomplishments he's had in his career. He's a very, very humble person and is always willing to lend an ear and give advice to others. He's given me countless advice throughout the years. So thank you so much for shouting me out alongside Chris. Thank you so much, Brennan, for the super chat. And I hope you're having a nice Memorial Day weekend. Victoria says Finn's still laughing. Yo, for real. Finn's out here just having the best time of his life. Marshman96 says, I told you it was Raquel's fault. Shout out to 11, who's also here. We got Path of Ancient. Nice to see you. Hey, yo, Bear Hudson. It's been a minute. How are you? Thanks so much for popping in. Let me see. Oh, hey, we got Joseph Boza in here as well. We got Big G. We got Matt99 Rich. Good to see
Gonna
you,
have
Matt.
it at
Davion
Roxanne when that
Washington.
matchup Rio won later on in the
Oh,
night.
yeah, I
Nonetheless,
forgot to
this
mention
happens
this
on a
earlier.
week
Right before
Saturday
Raw
in Los
started, they
Angeles. It is
announced that they
Money in the
are
Bank, Lyra, Becky
doing
Lynch. It's the
Becky
return
Lynch versus
match
Lyra
for the Women's Intercontinental
Valkyria
Championship.
numero tres. This is going to be their third match together. Yeah, third match together.
Well, what is up?
All right, let's see what Lyra has to say.
I wish I was out here to talk to you guys about some new competition and a new challenger for this championship. But news broke today that Becky went and did what Becky does best, and she groveled and she begged and she twisted the arms of the right people in the back, and she once again talked herself into a rematch at Money in the Bank.
Wow.
So why would I accept, right? I have nothing left to prove. I've beaten her twice. Every opponent that I have ever had, I didn't care what they said about me or what they did to me. Once I beat them between these ropes, I was the ultimate winner.
That's right.
But I didn't feel any satisfaction when I beat Becky. Because she came out here after Backlash, ego still through the roof, no embarrassment, no sense of shame, even though she'd been out-wrestled and beaten.
I love the way Lyra talks.
Sat there on that top buckle and she talked like she won the match. She was that delusional.
No embarrassment.
She just
I love it.
went on to try and steal the next opportunity from the next person. She's like
And the next person.
rat with a piece of cheese, and I just couldn't let her do it.
I really love the way she talks.
At Backlash, all I wanted to do was pin her shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. But she came out here and she got in my fiance's face and she tried to take my eye out, and then she tried to break my arm. So yeah, now it's personal.
I like that. So yeah, now it's personal. I'm rooting for you, Lyra.
At Money in the Bank, I am going to hurt her.
Oh, look at the look in her eyes. I believe it.
I'm going to break her ego, and if that means bashing Becky Lynch's head in, then I'm gonna do it.
Anthony Sully says, I love her accent so much.
Sounds like we're
Same.
gonna hear.
We got Johnny T who says, is the Irish lit? And then we have David Zaldivar who says, me too. Marshman 96, that's best promo of the night. Honestly, yeah. So far, like, the bar wasn't really set that high for tonight.
Living legend.
We got Suzuki here who says she better keep her title.
I made this personal. You cost me. You cost me my opportunity. I was done with you. I was on to bigger and better things because, okay, you want a match. I want a match. Because I went home with my hot husband.
Oh.
And you went off to the hospital with your weird little fiance.
No, she didn't.
Your hot husband. You mean the only talented thing about you?
What now? Where are we going?
Here you go. Making it personal again.
She really said your man is ugly and mine's is hot.
You could have just let all of this go. You could have just let it go, but you couldn't. You know what?
As a woman, that is so insulting. Lyra.
And I am the best thing.
Lyra, you need to go out there and get Becky for that.
Title.
Becky, that is not the flex you think it is. You acted like you graciously stepped aside and shared your spotlight and brought me into the conversation. People are talking about me because I beat you.
Yes, Lyra, fire back.
Okay. You say I steal all of these opportunities, right? Okay, well, how about this? If you're so confident, you're so cocky, how about this? How about at Money in the Bank? If you can beat me, I will never challenge you for that title ever again.
Oh, man. I think Becky's winning then.
Fine, Becky. That's no problem to me. The way I see it, I beat you twice, and the last time I did it with my eyes closed.
Oh, look at that one hurt Becky. That one hurt Becky.
You did not let me finish. Because, you know, there's something that I keep remembering, right? When you took the title from me at NXT, very quick roll up, it wasn't really a decisive win. When you took the title from me, the good person that I am, what did I do after that match? Do you remember? I graciously raised your hand. So, when I win at Money in the Bank, when I win fair and square, you have to look me in the eyes and raise my hand.
I don't know. Part of me wonders if Becky's winning, but the other part of me really wants Lyra to pin her a third time. I want her to pin her a third time.
I've never had an issue raising the hand of a woman who's better than me. That's just never been you yet.
Hey, yes. You know, Lyra is pretty good at making those like lines sting a little bit.
Had a win by Lyra a week from Saturday at Money in the Bank. We could perhaps be seeing the changing of the guard.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Becky Lynch is looking for her hand to be raised by Lyra. It's the last time they ever do this. Money in the Bank.
All right, we got Sami Zayn backstage.
Well.
Oh, there's Karrion Kross. We haven't seen him in a minute.
You're still trying to claw your way to the top when you could have just took the deal, went to SmackDown, and challenged for the WWE Championship. No, you got to do it your way.
Who's in the back?
I don't have time for your little mind games, all right? Hey, Sammy, you know you're never going to win the title, right?
Oh, this again. They always tell this to Sami every single time.
I'll deal with you later.
All right. They're doing a little Worlds Collide video package.
Money in the Bank as we head toward that double header weekend. It all gets underway at Worlds Collide. 3 o'clock Eastern, 12
The little
Pacific.
song.
By Kingo and Chad Gable go one-on-one. You can see it on the WWE's YouTube channel. Also at Worlds Collide.
Oh, yeah. See, it is just on the YouTube channel.
Del Fantasma will take on this group. Psycho Clown, Pagano, not Chuck Pagano, Pagano. And El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Poor Michael Cole. He's struggling so bad with these names. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. He's struggling right now.
On the West Coast. Big tag team match here, Pat.
Cody Rhodes came out to save Jey Uso on Saturday night. They will battle.
By the way, we got a super chat here from Nick Grasso. Nick Grasso, thank you so much. He says, does Io Sky, the women's world champion, exist on this show anymore? Seriously, when was the last time she was used? Evolution is coming up, and the women's world champion has nothing going on. So they did the thing with her. She had the tag team match where she teamed up with Rhea to face Julia and Roxanne. I think that was like 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly, 2 weeks ago. And then they did the tease of Rhea going for her championship. And then since then, there really hasn't been anything. I think they're waiting until after Money in the Bank to see who wins the briefcase and see if they decide to go after, you know, Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton, of course, depending on who that briefcase. I feel like right now they're probably just like hitting pause on anything with Io because there really isn't anything probably until, you know, Money in the Bank. But they've done this to Io so many times that I'm not even surprised by that at all. Thank you so much, Nick Grasso, for the generous super chat. We got Logan A here who says, I want to see Io wrestle. Hell yeah, man. I always want to see Io wrestle. Here comes Becky Lynch's good-looking husband. After she totally shit on Lyra's man. Yo, any girl does that to you on the streets, you be getting you would be throwing it down, okay? Throwing it down. Like, you don't talk about my man like that. Throwing down, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Hey, what's up to Glenn Shelton? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We got Dominic Carranza. Eric Diaz sends in the laughing crying emoji. Jolie says Finn for the win.
Means to win
Finn,
the contract,
Steph,
to cash
Sami.
it in. We'll tell you that story in a bit.
I think
Will he
it'll be
qualify yet again?
Steph.
He's got to take
I think
out
it's
Sami
got to be
Zayn
Seth,
and Finn
right?
Balor to do so, and it's
Feels
live.
like it.
Triple threat
I
action.
can't.
On Netflix.
I don't really know. I think this one's one that I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Steph. I feel like that feels like a safe little bet for me. Oh man. Infamous Pedro Loco says, well, Denise, your man's
Paul
Jacob
Heyman.
Fatu. No one that
Of course,
crazy.
joined by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to kick off the night tonight.
Man. We got JJ
Seth
Castillo
called
who
it
says,
his
what's
vision
one match you
and
want
his
for
way
Evolution
forward
2?
to secure
I
the
still want
future
Bianca and
of the
Rhea
industry, which is
one-on-one.
about
However,
power,
it feels like the ship
control,
sailed for
and
that right now.
domination.
But I do definitely still want to see
Total
that.
power is what Seth
That's
freaking
one
Rollins is looking for.
that I would love
If
to
you have that
see
briefcase
for
in your
sure. Thank you, JJ.
Everybody
We got Day Day here who says,
is
my favorite
wondering
EO
what
spy
you
is a
wanna
trash
do,
can off high spot. Yeah,
which
she
is
always does
exactly
that at
where
War
Seth
Games.
and
So
Paul
fun. And she makes it look
Braun
so
and Brunson
easy too.
wanna
Like,
be.
it doesn't even look like a struggle
This
or
nasty
anything for her to do the
coalition,
trash bin spot.
first,
Yeah, it's wild.
started to take
Thanks, Day
shape
Day.
Back at WrestleMania in April, the night that Paul Heyman.
We got
not
Nick the
only
Creator here who says, I'm
double-crossed
pulling
and
for
screwed
Sammy. They
over
can
his
play up
best
the
friend
never won a
CM
world
Punk,
title
but also
story
the man
more.
that he's been
Yeah,
for
hey,
years.
I like that. I
Roman
like that, Nick.
Reigns.
I really like that.
Tribal
Nat
Chief
99 Rich
only
says,
to
well, Finn doing his job
join
taking the
forces
pin.
with Seth Rollins.
That
And
feels
it was
like the
no
most
mistake
obvious scenario, so I
earlier
wonder if
tonight,
they're going
Paul
to go
Heyman
the
asked his
obvious
audience
scenario
to
route.
Acknowledge.
We got Jared Palmer who says,
Seth
I give the show a 5 out of 10. Quite boring, TBH. It's been fine. Just had some bad just had some bad promos with the Gunther, Jey, and the Seth stuff. But other than that, everything else has been pretty good. I really love the first qualifier that we got. That was so much
They
fun.
feel like they're unflappable. For good
Thank you
reason.
so much, Dan Davidson, for the kind comment. Very, very cool of you to send the love. Let's see. We got IBN Jones in the building. What's up, ABN? He reminds us of EO and Pentagon from Lucha Underground. Hey, I'm 1990K. He says, what's up, Salcedo? Saw you were live and showing some love. About to go rewatch Anarchy in the Arena again. Well, Mike, enjoy Anarchy in the Arena again. It's so funny because there was so much that happened, right? It was like 40-something minutes long. And when it came to like recapping Anarchy in the Arena, dude, because there was so much that happened, I couldn't remember everything, yo. Like, it was so much. So yeah, I don't blame you for going back and rewatching it so you can just remember, a little bit more of everything that happened. Thank you so much, Mike T90K. Manuel says Finn has a 1-match win streak. I think it at least has to be 2 to even be considered a streak. Zach Minger says I'm going for Finn Balor.
For Money in the Bank tonight. Thought he got his kicks out of trying to cause a big division within the Judgment Day earlier on.
Looks like he's trying to keep it alive back there in the clubhouse.
But now he's all business. Nobody in
All right,
Finn Balor's
give me
corner
1
tonight.
second,
It's every man
guys.
for himself, triple threat action.
All right, really quickly, I'm gonna check the
An
number
opportunity
here
to qualify
for this
for
Facebook
Money
thing.
in the Bank.
The girls promoting.
Finn
Also,
Balor,
shout out to Mike Parker.
We're going to qualify tonight for his
Page
third
recommendation.
Money in the Bank
Very, very
contract
cool of
ladder
Mike
match.
Parker to do that. Let me see what the
Rollins
number
looking to
is
qualify
currently. Okay, we
for
are
his
at.
fourth match in
Okay,
his
I definitely
career.
need to promote it more. We've only moved up one, 1393. 1393. Look, one extra little number.
Finn Balor's been a world champion before.
All right, a whole extra. Woo! All Almost there. We got David Primero here who says, I want Sami Zayn to win Money in the Bank and cash in on Jey too. Spice things up. And would you like Liv and Roxanne at Evolution 2 and Dominic in a shark cage? Winner gets him. Oh my God. You think they would revisit Dominic Mysterio back in a shark cage? That would be hella funny if they did it again. Liv and Roxanne, that could be an Evolution 2 matchup. It most definitely can be, especially the way that things are going at the moment. So you're not too far off here with any of that. And Sami Zayn cashing in on Jey Uso would spice things up, considering that they're friends. Well, they can't be friends no more if one guy's got the briefcase. So, and it would be kind of like the way that usually these cash-ins, the way that they usually happen is usually when the champion is down on his luck. And that's usually when the person capitalizes to cash in. So if it was Sami and he was still a babyface and had that friendship with Jey, he should cash in, but giving Jey a warning, you know? That would be the respectful thing to do. It would be kind of messed up for him to cash in on his friend like that. But hey, that's how it works. That's the name of the game. Thank you, David.
Sami Zayn, Pat, looking to qualify for a
John Rivera says, when do you think Mariah May's WWE debut will happen? Money in the Bank or SummerSlam? I don't know, bro, but I'm pretty sure she's going to WWE, though.
In LA Knight and Solo Sikoa in the ever-growing field for the men's Money in the Bank.
We got Saeed Dunn, Super. What's up, Saeed? Good to see you, man. He says Finn has a great month. Has had a great month. He supports Tottenham, who are the Jets of the EPL, and they won the Europa League, and Liv and Dom are floating. Yeah, they are floating. I don't know about the other stuff, but I'll take your word for it. But as for them imploding, he's having a great time, like laughing at Dominic, especially after getting caught with Roxanne by Liv Morgan. So he was definitely vibing and feeling that. Saeed, thank you so much for the love.
Yeah, Balor.
Shout out to Andrew Good, who's also here. We got Boycott Activision. Thank you for the super chat, Boycott. He says, AEW Double or Nothing is the first Elite I've really watched in decades. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff to watch in that. A lot of good stuff to watch on the show. I would love to rewatch Hangman and Will. Anarchy in the Arenas, I always like to rewatch those because, again, there's so much involved in them. Thank you, Boycott Activision.
Paul Heyman out here ringside wondering what's going on.
Well, this is all part of the grand plan, right? Ultimate power to be the world champ.
If Paul Heyman is involved, they are looking for power. They are looking for,
who leeches off everyone. The cockroach who somehow survives. And once again finds himself at the pinnacle of power here in WWE.
Looking for it at least. Talk about the man who's the mastermind behind billions and billions of dollars
again,
for this industry.
This man, Seth Rollins, Pat, knows all about what Money in the Bank means to your career. Completely changed everything when he cashed in back in 2015.
Oh shit, I just realized that. Oh shit, I just realized that this is the main event. Sorry, I just realized it right now. Wow.
And he hopes to do it again.
I looked at the clock and I'm sorry, I forgot that Raw ends at around 7:30, so I completely didn't even realize we were at the end of the show. We got Michael Damnit here, says, good evening, Denise. Happy to see your Facebook page building back up. Thank you so much, Michael. Very, very nice to have so much support from everybody, so thank you. Dave says Rox versus Liv for custody of Dom while he's in a shark cage. I'm telling you, can happen. Can definitely happen, Day Day. You might be onto something.
Who kicks out?
Thank you, Day Day.
Balor is
what Jolie says, when you listen, you win. All right, we're on a commercial break. But we're still watching the match, so I'll keep it going for those that aren't able to watch due to commercials. You'll always be able to hear the audio. Jordan Taylor says, when did you first start watching wrestling? Ooh, I've been watching wrestling my entire life, ever since I was a kid. So it's pretty much just been a constant in my entire life. So, Jesus, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I don't even want to age myself when I think about it. We got Jared Palmer here who says, does Roxanne help Finn qualify here, which will piss Liv off even more?
Talked about what Liv did to her. She cashed in on
I don't think so. I'm going to say no, But you might not be far off, though. But I think my gut's saying no, though. I just don't know that Finn's actually winning. He might, but I just don't know. This is one that I can't really read too well. The only reason I was going with Seth is because they just started this new faction, so I figured they would want to give him a nice little leg up.
They're very focused here tonight.
Thank you, Jared.
Locked in.
Handy Nershel says chicken nuggets on a pole match. That's so funny. Tiger Claw Gaming says he's been watching wrestling for 36 years. Wow.
Carmelo Hayes.
Wow. Jonathan says my first memory of wrestling was WCW, not WWF. Funny enough. Tracy says my first wrestling crush was Tito Santana now, who is dating themselves. I feel you, but Tito Santana was a good-looking guy. He was good-looking. We got a Mutt Rowler Droshin 2087 who says, any suggestions for a first-time SmackDown goer? Ooh, hey, enjoy the show. SmackDown's 3 hours, so you'll definitely be there for a while, but get some snacks and you'll be fine. You'll have a good time. Just go and enjoy yourself. It'll be a good time.
Healthiest man at the moment.
Again, Rollins explained it to the world.
We got Taylor Cannon in the building who also says, I've been watching wrestling for 35 years. Insane.
All the power.
We got Zachary Walton who says started watching wrestling in 1999. That's around the time that I started watching, like 99. It's my earliest memories, but my mom always says that I was watching when I was smaller. But I don't really believe too much of that because I don't have too much of a memory of it. So I can't like starting at 99 is really when I started getting on board. Oof, my leg is stuck. We got Manuel who also says, I've been watching for over 20 years. Aisho Sigma says, I've been watching wrestling for 2 years. Oh, I love that. A new fan. Let's see. JJ says I started watching when they had Stephanie on the Taker Cross. Good times. Funny Redemption says, first time I watched wrestling was Jeff Jarrett. Yo, Jeff Jarrett's been active and around for quite some time. Quite some time. Mike Parker says, I've been watching wrestling for 40 years, started in junior high with the build to WrestleMania 1. Oh my God, you have seen every WrestleMania live. That is incredible, Mike. Incredible. That's a shout out, Ryan Powell. We got Ender Buckley. Hey, what's up, Ender? He says, I don't remember when I first saw. I was into Triple H, led DX, Hardy Boys, Ray, Hoovy, and WCW. Incredible. Nictaro says he's been watching since the 90s. Armand says I started watching in 1990. I was 5. Fuck, now I'm old. Right? That's what I'm like. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
Look at Sami Zayn unloading.
We got Jonathan here who says my earliest memory of wrestling was early 2000s. I was still a toddler. I got a couple of years on you, Jonathan. I got Uncle Donk here who says my first pay-per-view was Hogan versus Yokozuna. Oh,
why would he not want him on his team?
dang, Uncle Donk.
That's Sami Zayn.
That's funny. We got Ron Stolliff here who's been watching since the 1970s. Carla says she's been watching since 1986. Wanted to marry Rick Rude soon. Rick Rude. I mean, he had the machismo, you know, that kind of vibe. You know, he had that. Like, so I can totally see the gals like, you know, falling for him. Love for Boo says 89, 90 for him. IBN Jones has started watching WCW first in 1985 and WWF in 1986. Flatsmack says, I thought it was real until 2020. What? For real? Legit? Oh, shit. Manuel says 2004 was my first year. That's great. We got Dr. J. Merritt who says since the 1980s loved Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I love how all the girls remember exactly who they loved during that time. So funny. Glenn says since 1969.
Thought that was it.
Christopher Turner says my friend got me into it around 1995, 1996 during the Monday Night Wars. Absurd Spoonful says my family loved wrestling. I didn't start watching with them until I saw China mixing it up with the men. Yo, I loved China as a young girl. Really, really did.
You ask him, he says he
love it. Thank you so much to everybody who's sharing their when they started watching. Anthony Rocco says started watching in the late 1970s. I was 9 years old. I'm 56 years old now. Incredible, Anthony. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Entire industry going extreme.
So great.
How about what he did with Roman Reigns.
Our tribal chief.
JJ says when my sister found out it wasn't real, she got pissed and never watched again. Amazing. She was like, if it's not real, then I'm out of here, damn it.
Seth freaking Rollins.
And there's Balor now.
Seems too good to be true almost.
Triple threat rules. First man to gain pinfall or submission wins. No countouts. No disqualifications. And that distraction allows Rollins to head up to the top rope and hook Sami Zayn. Sami's still fighting, though.
Sami Zayn's been there, done that, seen that before.
Underdog of the underground, Sami Zayn. Look at Sami. Sunset flip powerbomb for the win. And Balor saves the matchup.
Balor just desperately rolls in and knocks
nice.
Sami
Jared
Zayn
Palmer says, my
off
first
the
time
cover.
watching was Fully Loaded
Sami
2000.
Zayn would have been going to Money in the Bank.
James Irvin says he's been watching since WrestleMania
Finn Balor
2.
go on offense.
Karinga Snowden says watching since the late 1970s with my grandma. I was 6, now 52, still enjoying it. I love that. I feel like everyone mostly got into wrestling because like a family member got them into it.
Rollins.
The Tyler Hahn says, my first pay-per-view is Armageddon 2000 and the 6-man Hell in a Cell. Started watching in 1999. You got Dan Bridgman here who says, hey, Denise. Dan, you're so cool for sending in this ad. Really helpful.
Balor with a swing blade.
Freaking Rollins.
Into the corner goes Sami.
Got caught up on pedigreeing somebody.
Sami's in the drop zone. Finn Balor capitalize.
Finn Balor could be going to Money in the Bank.
Rollins is outside the ring in front of us. Nobody can stop Balor if he hits the coup de grace here, except Sami Zayn, who makes it back to his feet.
Davion Washington says, first pay-per-view I ever watched was WrestleMania 25. Nice.
I thought that was it. Instead, Sami said, just where I want you.
Now Sami, top rope. Balor, top rope. Look at this now. Superplex.
Nice.
From out of nowhere.
Oh, frog splash from Seth.
Everybody's down.
This match has been okay. Now I'm just waiting for it to kick into like that next gear.
Who's it going to be?
All right, and we're going on another commercial break. Yeah, I heard that kid too, Jay Grouse. He says that poor kid was screaming. I know. I was literally listening to that right now. Ooh, and Manuel, we're very similar. My uncle also got me into pro wrestling, so we're twinning on that one.
Checking on them.
You got Corey MacArthur who says got into wrestling in 1983 and been watching ever since. That's so cool. Dan Bridgman says first pay-per-view I watched live was WrestleMania 10. What a way to kick things off. Wow. Let's see. David Trahan says that was watching it. I remember Insurrection 2001. I think it was WWF, ECW, and WCW all on the same pay-per-view. Christopher Barnes says I've been watching since 1985. Super Fro says I've been watching since the 80s. I remember the wrestling cartoons back in the day. Shane Campbell here says since 1983, North Carolina kid. I grew up on TBS at 6:05 p.m. every Saturday. Classic, dude. That's freaking great.
He just keeps coming back, doesn't he?
Let me go through some more here.
Still seeking his first world title at this level.
Larry Jester says, my dad would rent old tapes from Blockbuster. I knew who all the older guys from the 1980s were before I knew who the new guys in the 1990s were. I like that. I remember my uncle used to show me tapes from like Coliseum home videos, that type of stuff, because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have known a lot of people. But my uncle always wanted to like educate me on past wrestlers and past wrestling, so I'm glad that he took the time to, you know, do that for me, because if not, then I would have only known the wrestlers of my era and beyond. Let's see what else we got here.
2 boots, please.
We got Dave H says, my first time seeing any wrestling at all was Clash of Champions, Sting versus Ric Flair. I never seen or heard a promo. My GM, my grandma turned it on right when the match was starting. I was hooked and Sting fan for life. Yo, Sting was, I feel like every little boy that grew up a wrestling fan and saw Sting, like they were little stingers. Like he just, because he looked freaking cool, you know, looked so freaking cool. Like how do you not cheer for Sting? And then he was hella entertaining. So, I mean, I just feel like he's like that one that like every little kid was like, I'm a fan. And even the adults, too, of course. Thank you, Dave, for sharing.
Sami starting to get the upper hand.
We're back on the match in 10 seconds.
Sami looking to pull it out. A slugfest here to see who qualifies for Money in the Bank. Will it be Seth Rollins? Will it be Sami Zayn? Will it be
We got Mike Parker collects. It says, you couldn't watch the first Mania live unless you went to a closed circuit location, but when the VHS tape came out, I rented it almost every week. I keep forgetting about that, Mike. I never knew, I never lived through the closed circuit period, so like it's totally out of my my realm. Totally out. I'm a VHS girl. That's what I am, though. VHS era, that's me. Recording, DVR, not DVR, recording on the VHS, that's my era. VCR, excuse me. Recording on the VCR, that's my era. Thank you, Mike.
Nothing surprises me when it comes
Oh,
to
wow. Matt says, knew wrestling for years, but only started watching this year. What did it for you, Matt, that eventually made you decide to, like, become a fan? Like a fan.
What guts Sami Zayn has. The resilience of Sami Zayn on display.
He's fighting them both off.
Sami hopes this is his moment tonight. Leaps up over the top. Uh-oh, Rollins caught Zayn. Went for the pedigree, and Seth was launched
We
outside
stopped the
ring.
pedigree. It didn't
And now
happen
Balor
for...
into the corner, runs into an...
Oh, that was cool, yeah.
Into a pinning combination. Sami survives.
Maybe this might be Sami's win. Maybe I saw things wrong. I don't know, but he's killing it in this match so far.
And Rollins able to break things up.
This has got insanely physical.
And again, the triple threat rules. Every man for himself.
All three men trying to find it. Trying to find a different gear, a deeper gear.
Rollins back to his feet. Balor is
Roddy the Cat said he became a fan through wrestling video games. Hey, yo, that's pretty unique. I don't think I've ever met anybody that became a fan through wrestling video games.
Rollins hooks him again. Seth Rollins pedigree to Finn. Cover now to advance to Los Angeles. Sami Zayn. Pin of his own. Shoulders down. Another near fall.
Seth gets a kick on Sami.
Pedigree to Zayn. Seth with another opportunity. Hooks both legs this time, and Sami kicks out.
We got Brandon Rosen, who says, started watching in the 1980s. The first ever card I went to was Maple Leaf Gardens, and the main event was a tag match between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant versus Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yo, that's a hell of a throwback. The fact that you got to see Andre the Giant, I would kill to have ever seen Andre the Giant live in person. He's somebody that, like, because of his size and just like his aura, I would have loved to see Andre the Giant in person. I would have loved to have met Andre the Giant. Jesus, that's freaking cool, Brandon. That's very cool to be able to say you saw Andre the Giant wrestle live. Like, very, very cool. Hella jealous. Hella jealous.
Sami Zayn away.
He's just, you know, a special attraction, you know?
Turns it around into a blue thunder bomb. Rollins able to counter. Went for a stomp again. Now the blue thunder bomb. Now the cover to advance. Rollins
no, so close, but not close enough. Flat Smack says I'm watching the chat more than this match. I know, I'm trying to do both, guys. I tried my best to do both. I mean, because obviously I still have to review the show, so I'm like,
Sammy got to be wondering.
I'm gonna go cross-sided trying to get everything in. But the good thing for my setup though is that my my Netflix camera is literally right in front of my face. The chat is right next to the camera, so I can see everything like pretty close together. So it makes it easier to engage as well as also watch.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Thank you, Ron. He says, I like your channel because it's positive and fun. Me and Reg were just talking about this yesterday, how I feel that the way that you act on a stream is the kind of people that you attract. So I feel like if you're positive and you're fun and you're like chill, then you will attract positive, fun, chill people. If you're crazy and insane, you're going to attract crazy and insane. You know what I'm saying? Misery loves company. And that's just what I've noticed in the last, actually I just recently made this observation like a week ago. It's not a long-standing observation. It's something that I've only just realized.
And maybe it's Sami Zayn's opportunity.
Thank you, Ron.
This is
But there's a lot of great stories right now in the chat, especially people sharing how when they started watching and stuff like that. I could do a whole show on this, by the way. I feel like I should do that. I should do a podcast where I just invite people to come talk about when they started watching wrestling. I feel like that would actually be a great idea.
Went for the coup de grace. Sami rolled out of harm's way. Stopped by Rollins.
Thank you so much, Tanisha.
Haluva kick by Zayn.
That was a sick haluva kick. I mean, I always feel like the build up to... Oh, there's Braun. I always feel like every time Sami builds up to the haluva kick, it's always like a pretty strong build up to it.
And now these two animals are...
Carla says, yes, please.
Out of Sami. Meanwhile, that's Jey Uso. Jey Uso's here. The world champ.
There's Jey Uso going after Braun and Bronson.
Super kicks all around.
The super kick fiesta.
Rollins, though, grabbing the world champ. A right hand. Oh, and a massive spear by Breaker. Bronson Reed crushing Sami. And now Dirty Dom, the Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, Dom threw the chair.
What a great throw by
right
Dom
in between
Zap.
Finn and Seth.
The steel chair.
Oh, no!
Into the chair. Dominic introduced it and backfired for Dominic. Seth's going to LA.
Oh, so now Dom essentially screwed Finn by accident. And Seth wins, which is pretty much who I'd predicted would win this because I feel like, with the new group and all, they're going to get the leg up for sure. Wow, Dominic ended up screwing Finn in a way that he could argue that he wasn't trying to.
Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman.
Hey, CM Punk is here! They literally said CM Punk wasn't here.
Breaker and Bronson Reed gonna head off Punk at the pass.
I wonder if he's actually really is there, or if it's... Oh, he's gonna come from behind. Yes!
Punk!
Get his ass! Go!
Rollins.
Dude, these guys are never gonna start beefing. CM Punk, Seth Rollins gonna beef for the rest of time.
CM Punk is successful.
Oh, a nice little fun, easy appearance. Glad the people of Tampa got to see CM Punk.
For Money in the Bank, but CM Punk gets the last laugh tonight.
I didn't think CM Punk was going to be on today.
For an unbelievable weekend.
I did not think so. Yeah, you're right, Charles. Denise never believe Heyman. He always lies. Yeah, I should have known that. I should have 100% known that. But I literally thought he wasn't going to be on just because of the tsunami, and it just felt like a day off for Phil. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can just feel the day off. Like day off energy. And so I was so wrong on that. But either way, all right, guys, we got our post show incoming pretty soon. However, before we get to the post show and all of that, I want to use this quick time here to, oh Jesus, I'm trying to get to 1,500 here on the stream. I'm currently at 1,394, so it's been going pretty slowly. So that means I haven't been doing a good job of promoting. So just a heads up to everybody, I have a brand new Facebook page here. I'm trying to grow it all the way back up to the beginning. I'm currently sitting at 1,300 followers. If you guys haven't already, please head on over to Facebook, Denise Salcedo, Denise's version. My page got hacked. I'm trying to grow it back up. I was originally at 117K, and now I'm trying to get back up there. I'm sitting at 1,394. So, yeah, if you are a Facebook person, please come support, spam the videos, hit the like button on every post if you can, of course. comment. I go in and I comment usually a couple hours later, but I do go in here and comment a whole lot. I'm very, very active across all social media platforms. But right now, of course, I'm really pushing the Facebook page primarily. So please go there, show some love. It would really, really help me out a whole lot. Thank you so much, Moe Beth, who followed on Facebook. So did Karenga, Zach Minger, Armand. Thank you guys so much for that. Seriously. Yoshida Viper here says forever pin Balor. I feel so bad, but I mean, it is what it is at this point, right? All right. Also, let me see. We do got some super chats here. This is from, let me see, where did I last leave off? This is from Mike Parker Collects, who says, last one for all the old schoolers here. I'm finally getting my WrestleMania 1 program signed by Mr. T via mail-in. I never thought that would happen. For those of you who don't know, Mike Parker Collects legitimately has like a little pro wrestling museum where he collects a lot of different memorabilia and pro wrestling and has some pretty cool stuff. So Mike Parker Collects knows what's up when it comes to collecting WWE's and wrestling stuff. Congratulations, Mike, on that. We got Day Day here who says, who's your favorite beefy, big, tall man? Currently, Bronson Reed. Numero uno beefy man right now. Thank you, Day Day. I don't know why that made me sound like a pervert, but it made me sound like a pervert. All right. Either way, guys, before we get into the post show and all of the fun stuff, of course, I will be joined by Santi in a couple of minutes. But before we get to all of that, you guys know what time it is. If you're lucky enough to get lucky, make sure that when you get lucky, you're using Blue Chew, BlueChew.com. Use that promo code Denise. It's time to turn your sports. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Hey. All righty, guys. Well, I'm still waiting for Santi, so let's give it a few minutes. So in the meantime, y'all know what time it is. It's time that Denise is stalling time. I keep saying I'm going to make a graphic for Denise's stalling time, and then I never actually do it, but I'm bound to at some point once I actually remember to do it. So also, I'm very upset at myself. I was supposed to drink all this water during the show, and then I got caught up. Talking, and I never did. So I need to make sure to do so. Hopefully, during this post show, I'm going to try to drink as much water as possible. So if you guys see me chugging, just know that I had a goal, by the way. I sat down here and I told myself, Denise, during Raw, you are going to drink these 3 water bottles. And I didn't drink shit. So now I'm 3 water bottles behind. My goal right now is to have 3 liters of water every day, and I'm only halfway at the moment. So that's not good. So I need to make sure to uptake that. But anyways, I'm a chug during the show, but Not right now, though, because I just drank some. All right. We got Anthony Giuliano. What's up, Anthony? He says, my sister went to Raw tonight and got me a Yeet shirt, black and orange. Anthony, that's a very, very nice sister that you have that went to the show and thought of you and thought enough to also get you a Yeet shirt. Very, very nice. So shout out to your sister. And thank you so much, Anthony, for the super chat, man. Thank you so much. All right. For everybody here in the chat right now, throw in some comments, guys. Throw in some comments. Ryan Powell says, Denise, which Facebook account is yours? Denise Salcedo, Denise's version. That is me. Verified, Denise Salcedo, Denise's version. URL, Denise Salcedo videos. After all of my drama. So hopefully, yeah, please go and check out that page. Thank you, Ryan. Casey Poole says it'll mess with your sleep. I still got a couple of hours till I go to bed. I'll be out of my system by then. Oh man. Let's see what else we got here. Godfather Tom says, so you're basically jacked up on water. Yeah, literally. But yes, I always try to make sure to drink quite a bit, and I'm trying to, but at the moment I'm a little behind. All right, Tyler Han here says, already followed your Facebook, but I just logged in to recommended. Yes! I don't know if recommendations do anything, but screw it. I will take all the recommendations I can possibly get. Casey Poole says, Karrion Kross appearance. Yeah, I had a feeling that would get people talking. Ellis 2K says, hit the like and subscribe, people. Thank you so much, Ellis. I've been covering literally everything. So for those of you who want to see any Saturday night's main events, reviews, NXT Battleground, Double or Nothing, whatever tickles your pickle, it is up here on the channel. So thank you so much to Ellis 2K. John Deller says he's already following it. Eric Diaz thought that today's episode of Raw was pretty solid. Xavier said, do you want to see Liv Morgan versus Roxanne? Fuckyeah. Fuck yeah. Sorry, Xavier. I don't know why I felt the need to spell that out, but I did. I wanted to emphasize it, just punch it a little harder and let you know that I'm definitely interested in seeing Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez. Oh, man. Mr. Gribbly says, I'm just lurking. Why did CM Punk show up now? Hey, he showed up and attacked Seth Rollins from behind, and which was pretty smart on his part. It kind of got rid of his goons with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker not being there. So he or at least being away from Seth so that they couldn't fight off CM Punk. So that's good. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, what did you think of Trick winning the belt? Great question, dude. So Trick Williams winning the TNA World Championship, historic making moment, great opportunity for Trick Williams. I saw this coming like miles away. I cover NXT on a weekly basis, and I was talking with my NXT co-host Chinaju during this time that it felt like NXT was going to make the move and try to shock everybody by having one of their guys become TNA champion. And it kind of felt that way. And so like, even before the show, I had a friend text me and they were like, do you think Trick is winning tonight? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I think he might. I'm not sure, but I think my gut is saying he might. And he did. He did end up winning. And I feel like WWE did it too, for multiple reasons, help Trick Williams out. I think that Trick is going to go on, and I hope that he really, really takes as much advantage as possible of being TNA champion and working with talent over in TNA. And then also in regards to Joe Hendry, I think Joe Hendry is just going to constantly continue to be rewarded in different ways whenever he goes off to eventually become a full-time WWE superstar. Right now, he's obviously a TNA guy, but I think he will see the rewards, hopefully, for his sacrifices that he has made. And yeah, so I was not surprised at all with Trick winning. I was very happy for Trick, and I can't wait to see what he does as TNA World Champion. Thank you so much, Anthony. Deanne Bridgman says, any upcoming content on your Patreon, Miss Denise? Oh yeah, more coming. I've already posted some podcasts. I've posted some watch-alongs, and there will be more of those incoming soon. Thank you so much, Dan. And let's see what else we got here. Mick Economics says, have you been singing Let the Bodies Hit the Floor in your head all day too? No, actually, I was thinking of the song oh shit, that one song I was just singing earlier, and thankfully I got it out of my head, and now it's like getting back in there. Dun dun dun, the Danger Zone. Oh yeah, that's the one that was stuck in my head earlier during Raw, and then it finally went away, and thankfully it doesn't want to come back. So I'm good. At the moment, I have no songs in my head, so great. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh hey, Santi's here. Awesome, right on time. Let's go. What's up, Santi?
What's up? What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I was actually just thinking that for the first time today, I have no weird songs stuck in my head, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Although the freaking Danger Zone song might kind of be stuck in my head for a little bit, but I'm trying not to get it stuck in my head. Either way, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. So let's get to it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, and I am joined by Santi Zap. Santi, how are you, man?
Fiend.
Why did you do this to me?
Well, before the show started, you said that you didn't have a stupid song stuck in your head, so I had to change it. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fighting it. It's like a disease. I've taken my vitamins, and that song will not be in my head, okay? Any other song but that one. Santi, we had a pretty interesting episode of Monday Night Raw today, I would say. We had some qualifiers, some new 2 people qualified for Money in the Bank. We had perhaps a little bit of a spoiler for what may be going down over on the Worlds Collide side of things. And some interesting stuff with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and all of this. So I think we should get started with, let's get started with that. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go into, but I think we'll get started with that, Santi. So closing out of the show, well, actually, let's start with the beginning, because at the beginning we had the Seth Rollins promo, and I'm going to be this person, Santi. I did not like Seth Rollins' promo at the start of the show. I thought it was a whole lot of nothing. And there was one thing that I did like, though, because I had been calling for Bronson Reed to be part of this group now for a while. And I was so thrilled when he did join at Saturday night's main event. But I also loved the way that Paul Heyman put him over in this for being part of everything that he did to Seth Rollins in the past, all of the tsunamis, taking him out, getting a win over Seth Rollins, and basically all of the back and forth. Great stuff. Everything else, though, in this promo, I thought to myself, why is this going so long? Did you feel that way at all, or did you feel differently?
I definitely felt like it dragged. I clocked it in at 20 minutes was that opening segment, which is pretty long. And I'm fine with segments going long if they warranted, but this definitely felt artificially inflated. Now, I love the Paul Heyman stuff, what he's gassing up with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, introducing him into the group, talking about like the history between Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, how he came to be, and ultimately like why they decided to bring him into the group. I like that stuff. The Seth Rollins stuff definitely felt stretched for time. I definitely felt like they were making it last longer. But what I did like about it was basically Seth Rollins just playing the crowd. That's basically what he did. He had the crowd hating him, loving him, hating him, loving him, making him bounce from you sold out to whoa, to F you Rollins, back to the whoa. Like it was all over the place. Even the crowd didn't really have much of a direction with what was happening there with Seth Rollins. But I mean, to me, the most important thing that they nailed was the introduction of Bronson Reed. That was the most important part of this segment, and having Paul Heyman deliver that was the right way to introduce Bronson Reed into the group. I'm going to struggle between like differentiating when I say Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Could they not have picked anybody with a different name? Good Lord. What are they going to add Braun Strowman to this now?
They should. I mean, unfortunately, he's gone, but I mean, they should at this point. Can you imagine? Oh, dude. Can you imagine had we been stuck in a scenario like that where you really did get stuck with Bronson, Braun, and Braun? I think I would go crazy. But already with the 2 B's, it has me sounding like a sheep. I'm out here just going ba, ba, ba because I'm trying to get some names out. But okay, so there's another thing that I'm curious about, because throughout this little promo, and you just said it was like 20 something minutes, and really the biggest standout was Paul Heyman putting over Bronson. But here's the thing, though. During this, we've been seeing, not just this week, but even in the past weeks, that there's been a lot of similarities, or a lot of things that they're doing very similar with the presentation of Seth Rollins, kind of like what they used to do with Roman Reigns, where even Paul Heyman is saying, oh, hey, you guys got to acknowledge Seth Rollins, and he's doing the little prayer hands and you know, putting him over like he's some sort of god. That's what he used to do with Roman Reigns. Do you like the fact that they're essentially inserting the exact same game plan or almost a very, very similar version of what you were seeing with Roman, but now it's Seth. It just feels like, okay, we swapped him out, but now let's put this guy right on the stand.
I'm a big believer if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was one of my favorite like times in WWE in the last like 5 years or so. Like the formation of the Bloodline, seeing all of those guys walking around with a pompous as hell, confident Paul Heyman. And if we're running it again, I'm here for it. It does feel like different enough where it doesn't feel like it's like a complete carbon copy of it. Maybe Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins' relationship is a little bit of a carbon copy of the relationship of Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, but Paul Heyman's relationship with everyone else in the group is fairly unique and different than what they ran with the Bloodline during the Thunderdome era and shortly after the Thunderdome era. Do I like it? Yeah, I am generally like glued to the screen when these guys are on the screen. I was hoping that we would get a name for the new faction. They kind of called themselves the Vision there for a second. They still refer to themselves as the Future a lot. So I still don't know. Like when you have a group this big and this dominant and this main event centric, you should probably give them a name.
I think they should. I like the Vision. I think that one's kind of cool. I think that name I'm sticking with. And I saw some people like they were throwing out so many different names, but the Vision, I'm with that. I like the sound of it. So we'll see where they take that. But here's the thing though. Seth Rollins has now officially qualified for the Money in the Bank. He defeated Finn Balor and Sami Zayn in the main event of the night. And it kind of was your boy Dominic Mysterio's fault because Dominic threw in the freaking chair and right in between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, though, ends up getting up and curb stomping Finn Balor onto the actual chair. So they did it in a way where, yeah, it was Dominic Mysterio's fault, but he can also argue that that wasn't his intention for that to happen, that Finn Balor was supposed to grab the chair instead of being curb stomped onto it. So dang, that's going to continue to unravel. But another loss, unfortunately, another pin for Finn, no wins for Finn, and Seth Rollins moves on. So looking at the pool of who we've got so far right now in this man's Money in the Bank, how are you feeling about Seth Rollins' chances? Because to me, it almost feels like he clears the board, Santi. I have a feeling Seth is winning this now based off of just him being in it.
I would be inclined to agree with you if one man didn't exist, who now is a professional just at running in at the end of shows. His name is CM Punk. By the way, you know, when he is such a giant popular asset and his best attribute is the mic, why are we keeping him away from the mic for the past like 4 weeks just to do like a 1 minute run in there at the end of the show? Getting a little bit tiresome. I want to see like more of CM Punk, not just these little run-ins. I'm fully expecting CM Punk or Roman Reigns to screw over Seth Rollins. I actually don't think that Seth Rollins is winning. LA is a big market. I could absolutely see Roman Reigns returning at Money in the Bank to set up Roman versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That would definitely be a big marquee match for this 2-night SummerSlam. That keeps Seth Rollins and his faction away from the title picture long enough to, you know, to continue to build this faction. But Seth Rollins is getting screwed out of this in some way, shape, or form by Punk or Roman Reigns. I see that clear as day.
Okay, so then I was thinking, dude, the fact that he's in with this new stable, I thought it was a shoo-in that he might take this. Because right now, as of right now, you got Penta, who also qualified, and Santi, what I thought was a match of the freaking night. Can we please take a second and talk about this? This was so
incredible.
good.
Why don't we, before we jump into it, why don't we get past the main event entirely? Like, is there anything else about the main event? Because I want to talk about that Penta match.
CM Punk, what you just mentioned, the fact that he hasn't had that much mic time for Punk, but I'm so stupid. You know, I fell for him not showing. I thought he wasn't going to be on today's show because it felt like one of those days where
you got worked, brother. You got worked, brother.
You know what the number one rule is too, and the chat reminded me of this: never believe Paul Heyman. And I got suckered in and I believed Paul Heyman, but I also kind of assumed he wasn't going to be there because he had taken the tsunami. I thought he was going to have a day off, so I thought wrong clearly. But I was glad to see CM Punk come out because I felt like the crowd definitely needed that. I think they needed a CM Punk appearance there. But I mean, that was really how I felt about the main event.
Yeah, I wanted to just so we can move on from it. I hated that finish because I've seen it a million times. How many times have we seen Seth Rollins beat Finn Balor in literally like frame by frame that exact same way? Either JD McDonough sliding the chair and then he gets stomped. Damian Priest sliding the chair, he gets stomped. Damian Priest sliding in the briefcase and then he gets stomped. That was literally the finish of their SummerSlam match, by the way. I've seen this finish so many damn times. They cannot find a creative way for Seth Rollins to beat Finn Balor. They've done this like 15 times. I'm exaggerating, but I've seen this too many damn times.
Okay, see, like, I mean, I don't know what to say. You're right. It's the truth. That's what we've seen over and over. But what did you say earlier? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think this one's broke.
I think it's broke as
This
hell.
one's broke.
I think it's so broke it's homeless. Take this one out back. I don't want to see this.
Oh man. So all right, let's move past that. That's what we're getting. We'll see what happens at Money in the Bank and who the other two spots for the men end up being. But so okay, Penta, Dragon Lee, and Chad Gable. This was sick, man. I want to start off by saying this. We all knew, I think for the most part, that Penta was taking this victory because, hey, Chad Gable has already been announced for a match that exact same day with El Hijo del Vikingo on Worlds Collide.
Did you catch the spoiler they did?
Yes, Santi. They accidentally spoiled that it's for the title, that they haven't had the match yet between Alberto and Vikingo. And so they basically said like, oh yeah, it's for the title. And we're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
He's the champion since when?
To be fair, everyone and their dog knew that Alberto was not gonna go into Worlds Collide as the AAA champion.
It's kind of weird because right now what we're getting is like two versions of AAA. Like we're getting what they're doing right now, you know, preparing for Triple Mania and all of that. And then they have the version of WWE. Like we have two existing different foundations at the moment. So at some point that's going to have to merge into one. I don't know when, but we're not there.
Do you think we get main roster or NXT in Triple Mania?
What do you mean? Like main roster guys from NXT there at the show?
Sorry, main roster like WWE and NXT having matches at Triple Mania.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know if anything has really been announced for that show right now for Triple Mania Regia. I forgot when it is, but I don't think much has been announced for that. That's like in 3 weeks. Like they have nothing announced, really, nothing really built to anything. It's almost like the Mexican side is almost running like a dead promotion right now. So I don't really know what's going on there. But if they do want to make it something worth tuning into, like a little extra, because it's going to have to be a little different, especially because you know how it is with AAA. Like they work so differently over there. Like it's chaos, it's madness. If things don't make sense, people just say that's Triple Mania. Like AAA. Like you have no idea how many times I'll be on Twitter, and let's say the times that I have covered AAA on social media, people are like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we're like, "Dude, this is AAA." Like you take it for what it is, and it's so different from WWE that has this very structured formula, and all these things happen versus shit happens in AAA that doesn't even make sense. But that's the quirk of it. That's almost the appeal.
They have a guy named Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., which is literally just Dr. Wagner III. It's
I took it as the son of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like double son.
That's what it is. It's so confusing.
It's hilarious. So yeah, I do hope we do see that, because at some point we're gonna have to see, like I said, we're gonna have to see them on the same page here. So it's weird. I don't know how it's gonna work, and I guess they're figuring it out as it goes. Because here's the other thing that I should mention too, is that Santi, when they announced that Worlds Collide is going to be on YouTube, like I don't even think it's going to be on Peacock or anything else. I think it's just YouTube. It made me think to myself, like, what are truly the plans for this right now? Like, why wasn't there anything else in like lined up for them to be broadcasted? You see what I'm saying? Like, it feels very.
I think the idea is mass appeal in Mexico. I don't think that they're trying to bank on mass appeal. Well, I'm sure they want to get mass appeal like outside of Mexico and the United States, but putting zero paywall behind this, I think, is brilliant. to give as much access to the Mexican audience that is curious into this, so that they don't have to bootleg Netflix or find a way to get Peacock or anything like that. Just no paywall. It's free for everybody. You know what they say about drug dealers? First one's on the house. This is the first one's on the house here. I think that's what they're doing. I kind of like it. I like the idea of no paywall, just as easily accessible to everyone on the planet. Hey, here's our wares. Here's our crack cocaine for y'all.
Bro. We're all going to be addicts by the end of it.
And then you know what we'll say? That's just AAA.
We're all gonna be like this. Great stuff today. But no, I think, see, I almost worried. I think I saw it in reverse, where I'm trying, because again, we still have no idea of how the show is going to be presented. So I kind of assumed that they were trying to appeal more so to like the Mexican American audience by basically showering it with all of the WWE insignia and all of that. So it's going to be an interesting balance, because as you know, in Mexico, the way it works is like you got two audiences essentially. You got your loyal locals that go to the lucha shows and they're big fans. It's embedded in the culture. That's what it is. And then you have the tourism side, because the tourism side, to go to Mexico and watch Lucha Libre, it is an experience. It's an experience. It's like going to France and going to the Eiffel Tower and eating macaroons and things like that. You go to Mexico, you have your tacos, you go watch Lucha. So it basically, I'm curious to see how WWE's footprint on AAA, how that's going to essentially change that dynamic in Mexico, if it'll even change at all, and then also what that's going to look like when they are hosting events here in the United States. So there's just a lot of questions, at least that I feel I have right now, about this partnership.
But hey, I don't have questions about that match. That match, the Penta, Dragon Lee and oh my God, I can't think. Chad Gable match was just fantastic. I said to my chat that that's my favorite weekly TV match, just behind the TLC match. Just behind the TLC match, I think that's my favorite weekly TV match that they've done this year. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It was so good. There was like the scary moment of the Penta doing like the vertebreaker plus the package pile driver, but it looked like Chad Gable extended his neck as opposed to tucking his neck in. It could have been real bad. But aside from that, man, like the work rate of this match was just insane. They included Vikingo in this, you know, to add a little bit of spice towards that. And there was a segment on the commercial break hyping up Vikingo and Chad Gable as well. But I thought that this match was brilliant. Like one of my favorite matches of the year.
I thought Dragon Lee was the MVP in this match.
Good. Yeah.
He went in there and he had something, not something to prove, but maybe a reminder, remind people, hey, I know you guys are not expecting me to win. I know you guys are expecting me to be the one to take the pin. I know that I'm not the one you guys are going to see in this match, but damn, I'm going to make sure that you guys are talking about me and that I have your attention. That dive that he did to the outside,
like a lawn dart.
A rocket ship.
Yeah, it was so good. So good. I love the sequence with Chad Gable where he does like this moonsault on Penta and then Dragon Lee's like running at him and then he like throws him into the turnbuckle. Is awesome. Just such a good match. We even got some blood. We had Chad Gable getting busted open from I think it's supposed to be the kick from Vikingo.
That's what I thought so too, because we saw he wasn't bleeding before then, and it was right after that you just saw that big gash. So like Chad Gable had a rough night. That weird spot on his neck, the blood. I mean, Chad Gable went through it today, but man, I loved this match. This was definitely, if you missed Raw today, just go and watch this one match and you can thank us later. All right. We got Josh D, by the way, who says, what do you think of Bronson Reed joining Rollins? Santi, I am so freaking happy. I'm like one of the biggest Bronson Reed fans here. And I just really thought that this was perfect for him. I was so bummed out when he got injured at War Games, because if you recall, during that time, he had, just finished getting a big win after on Seth Rollins. He had joined War Games, which was massive because, he was there with the new bloodline, a big storyline, and there with Roman and Punk and Sami and all these very high important people. So it felt like at this time when he was gaining so much momentum, to get injured and have that halted was unfortunate, but he came back in the best possible way with something that is hot at the moment.
I personally love it. Like if you're just simply asking, like, what do I think of it? I think it's great. I would like to see a bit more of a proper explanation, because I don't think that we fully got it, as to why Seth and Bronson Reed are all of a sudden okay. Is it really just that's the future, so I gotta have the big scary guy?
It's respect, Santi. It's you earned my respect after, you beef with the man,
fair
you
enough.
fight with the man. Hey, man, we settled this argument. Like, that's it. Like, the fact, because if you recall, Seth had defeated Bronson first, and then Bronson got his win back. So to me, the way that I see that is now Seth can be the first person to attest to the fact that you should be afraid of Bronson Reed, that everyone here should be afraid of him, because shit, he even took me out. And that was what Paul
fair.
said. So I guess that's how I see it, like respect.
I see it too.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I definitely see it like that. I think it's kind of cool that both Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed just like complete bypass the mid card, just like right to the main event. Obviously, like Braun Breaker was in the mid card for a little bit, but like just like an immediate catapult, like right to the main event scene. It's great just seeing new faces in the main event scene moving forward.
I think they need to do that, dude. Like, we can't keep getting the same people over and over. So I'm thrilled about that. We got Issa David here, who says, did y'all notice WWE spoiled Vikingo winning the AAA mega title from Alberto Del Rio? I know Del Rio wasn't going to win, but dang, the disrespect. Yeah, exactly that. It's kind of wild, but I mean, that's where we're at right now. And it's going to be interesting to see them finally, not do stuff like that, but we'll see what happens. Bob Ross Jr. says, if you ever feel dumb, just know that there's a WWE news account trying to convince people that Brock Lesnar is coming back at SummerSlam. Oh, I see some of the most wild stuff on social media from WWE news accounts. My rule of thumb, Santi, is pick your top 3 that are most reliable and stick to those. If you're seeing stuff from some random wrestling site you've never heard of, just be a little bit more cognizant about the fact that they may be just lying.
Yeah, ignore all of those ridiculous sites. Ignore the one you have to ignore, Sean Ross Sapp. Oh my goodness. Just craziness over there. You don't want to listen to that. All right? You don't want to listen to that.
That's a fact, right? That's a fact. Just kidding, Sean. He's gonna come out here and be like, "Hey, y'all out here ruining my scoops."
Oh, that's. I was gonna say it's a bang on impression. It's not.
That is exactly what Sean sounds like to me. We got Lucky Charm here, who says Liv storms out of the clubhouse pissed after losing Dom, follows, and then in the main event he costs Finn on purpose. Definitely not accidental. We are way past that. To get back at Finn for having Rox to Rox mess with Liv's match. Okay, so that's the other thing we need to get into, is that Liv Morgan returned today. Huge. Okay, she's back after having done a movie in Japan. She wasn't gone for that long, just a couple of weeks, but she's back. But she walked right in at the perfect time as Roxanne Perez was given chicken nuggets over to Dominic Mysterio, as well as kind of caressing his shoulder. And so Liv walks in and she is not happy with this at all. It turns out Raquel has been keeping her posted on everything that's been going on while she's been gone. And later on, she finds herself in this match with Kyrie Sane. And it's during this match that Roxanne comes out there. She kind of has a little bit of a confrontation with Raquel. And Raquel and Roxanne's confrontation distracts Liv Morgan, allowing Kyrie to get the win. After this, instead of being mad at Roxanne, she was actually mad at Raquel. What'd you think of all of this?
I think we're running it again. The love triangle storyline of the summer. Dominic is innocent. He did nothing wrong there. He did not. He respectfully accepted the chicken nuggets, as any gentleman would. If anybody, whether they're interested in me or not, if they make me a platter of chicken nuggets, I'm going to politely accept. And that's what he did. He didn't give any weird looks. He didn't make any weird comments. And yet somehow the world is trying to villainize this man. This man was a gentleman just accepting free nuggets, and I'm sure that you would too. I'm curious where this is going to go, not just because of the Rox angle, because if you watch everything that's going on, all of the dissension that's happening, Finn Balor is in the background laughing his ass off. So this is exactly what Finn Balor wants, and I do assume that this is a setup eventually for Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, maybe at SummerSlam perhaps, for that IC title. And it starts here with Finn Balor trying to create divide between all of the people that more so align with Dominic Mysterio. the Rock side of things, like, by the way, shout out to Kyrie. I didn't think she was going to win that. I really thought she was going to.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I really. So I was like, okay, maybe they're making up for it. Maybe because she wasn't supposed to take the pin last week, they give her a W this week. In terms of, like, I find it a little bit hard to believe that Liv wouldn't also be mad at Roxanne Perez here. That I guess she said, yeah, you're the veteran, you should know better. But Liv Morgan her character is petty. That's her character. Wouldn't she be petty against the woman that's very clearly making moves at her trophy of a man?
Well, okay, first of all, for once, I will agree with you that Dominic Mysterio didn't necessarily do anything with Roxanne today. He was kind of just taking the chicken nuggets. So
just say didn't necessarily. Just why can't you just fully defend this man? Why do you have to add these caveats to your words?
Once, okay? One time, I'm giving it to you. One time, I agree. Dominic Mysterio didn't do that much. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. That platter of chicken nuggets looked really freaking good. Okay, I get it, but that doesn't mean that the week before that he wasn't giving the googly eyes to Roxanne. Because the week before that he was giving the googly eyes to Roxanne. That shit was everywhere. I logged on to Twitter, Santi, and my whole feed was images and videos of Dominic gawking at Roxanne Perez. So he liked it, even if it was brief.
This is the era that we live in of social media. If a man even so much as looks in the direction of a woman, all of a sudden he's a creep. He's a weirdo. All right. This is a cancel culture that we need to end. All right. We need to end this. All right. Just let Dom be Dom. Can't he just be who he is?
Yeah. And you know who Dom is?
Scrutinized at every step.
You know who Dom is? He's Dirty Dom for a reason. Dirty Dom for a reason. So, hey.
Can he not change his ways? Can he not be given a chance, an opportunity? See, you are the problem.
Here's the thing.
You are the problem.
Like Taylor Swift saying, X marks the spot where we first fell in love. And now that is where we're at right now with freaking Dom and Liv. And she's seen exactly what happened with Rhea is now happening with her.
We'll see. I will agree to disagree on this.
Okay. All right. Anyways, so with that I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Where were we going with this? Where was I talking about? Oh yeah. I kind of want to see more of this. I'm enthralled. I know that everyone's kind of, maybe thinking, are they just running back this love story? But I think everyone knows that this may lead to Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez at Evolution 2, which is finally happening. It's finally announced. And we're going to start building our way to that. I think right now, I'm expecting, just based off of what we're getting at the moment, I'm expecting Liv and Roxanne, maybe possibly Io and Rhea. I'm not even too confident on that one. Just throwing it out there. What else do you think feels like that's?
I'm sure we'll get a Steffi Vaca match.
Yeah, we got to for sure. I just don't know against who right now.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody. Maybe I don't know. Maybe nothing that where you think like she would lose. Just could be a fun showcase match versus like a Jada Parker or something. Just a one-on-one match.
That's fair. I think Jada Parker's a good shout because Jada Parker has a huge fan base too.
Yeah.
She's very popular too. So I feel like that could be a good shout. Thank you so much, Lucky Charm. We got Dominic Cena here who says, what is it with Seth aligning himself with bronze? Strowman in 2019, Breaker and Reed this year. Thoughts? Also, am I crazy for saying that Saturday night's main event had one of the best American crowds of 2025? That one's hard to say because earlier this year they were overseas and they had some great crowds. Where were they at? London, Spain.
Well, he said best American crowd.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oops, my bad.
Yeah.
I can't think of the American crowds. They're all blur. They're all the exact same crowd to me.
They're all just what? We want tables in random matches.
When were we? I was just hearing that chant today. What match was it? I forgot what match. I was hearing that. Someone was chanting.
All the triple threat matches, like every single triple threat match in the Money in the Bank qualifiers, I've been hearing we want table chants.
Oh, it was today when I was watching Battleground. There was a match. I forget which one. I forgot which match I was watching for Battleground today. And the crowd was chanting we want tables. And I was thinking to myself, this match isn't necessarily calling for tables, but everybody still wants them. Whatever. Anyways, yeah.
It's probably Tony D Stacks.
Was it that one? Maybe. I
think
don't
it was.
remember which one it was, but I remember thinking it. Anyways, in regards to the bronze, I don't know. Maybe he just has. Oh, and I was gonna say he just likes people with B's because he also is Becky Lynch. Becky.
Could be that.
Braun?
Yeah,
I don't
could
know.
be that.
All right, Dominic, thank you so much. We got Casey Poole here who says Karrion Kross appearance tonight reminds me of when Santi gatekeeps carrying from Denise after making fun of Sancho for liking him on months on. Here's the thing, wrestling is cool. So here's the thing, Santi. I'm sorry, but I'm still not even trying to pass this gate right now. I'm okay being on the outside, okay? I'm fine with it.
That's fine. Outside looking in when you're trying to get nice and cozy and warm with Karrion on one arm and wonderful Scarlett on the other. We'll say you're not allowed in. You get to stand and watch from the outside while we're all having fun on the Karrion Kross first class train to the main event scene.
Sure. You know what? When that happens, I will applaud you. I will applaud you. We got Dominic Cena here who says, I also thought Santi being the reason a lot of fans didn't get to enjoy Saturday night's main event. Even he said it was a show worth missing. Also using spaces today. You use spaces today?
I think Dominic is talking that he's the one that always sends with no spaces to save money.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were using Twitter Spaces.
No. I don't even know. Yeah, no.
Wait,
never.
are Twitter Spaces even still a thing?
I think so. I think they are.
No, and I was like, I was about to ask you, what was your space about? Sorry, I completely read that so wrong today. Thank you, Dominic. We got Sin City Sane here who says, I fiend, really fiend, enjoy fiend. When fiend, you fiend, and fiend, Santi fiend, team fiend up, fiend, push, Karrion Kross, fiend. Sin City saying you're wilding out here. Thank you so much for the super chat, though, and for the effort in spelling fiend over and over. All right, Casey Pools here says Braun has to be tag team names. You know how usually it's like person's name and friends? It could literally be Seth and Bronze as their team names. We're working on it. JJ Castillo here says, question for you both. What's your dream match you want to see for Evolution 2? Also, how do you feel about WWE having too many PLEs in the coming months? Yeah, it feels like a lot, Santi. I think coming off of this week, I'm definitely feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I can't complain. Gives me work to do, but I do feel a little overwhelmed.
JJ, go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Santi Zap. That was today's video. It was a rant about just too many damn shows for the rest of the summer. July 12th is crazy. July 12th is All In. Saturday night's main event. Presumably the Great American Bash happening at the same time as All In. Then we have Evolution the day after. So great. Okay, so it's properly confirmed dates is July 12th, Saturday night's main event at night, Evolution, 7 p.m. Sunday night. But then they also said that on that weekend, the Atlanta TakeOver, that the Great American Bash will also be on that day. And I don't see it being Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning. I think they're just going to put it up against All In.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to, right?
It.
They're absolutely going to put it up against All In.
Santi, I was trying to figure out my schedule because I was trying to hit up All In. I was trying to hit up all these things. And now I'm just here like, I should just stay home. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. They haven't confirmed which of the days of the weekend Great American Bash will be on. But with WWE, like, clearly counter-programming, like, they're not even trying to hide it. I could see them putting Great American Bash literally exact same start time as All In.
I mean, God, it was kind of rough. I feel like yesterday, usually I feel like my streams are very like positive, like there's never really that much drama or anything. But yesterday, streaming Double or Nothing while Battleground was going on, oh my God, the chat it was wild in there. It was wild in, and I was just like, shit, like this never happens. This never happens unless the shows are going up against each other. So it's hard.
Well,
but
the last 3 Double or Nothings, it's been Double or Nothing versus Battleground.
Has it been like that?
Yeah,
I've just been watching Double or Nothing. Oh, because I've been at the events. That's why.
Yeah, so,
and this was the first time I did a watch along. Oh shit!
3 years ago, I'm like, oh, which one do I watch? I watched Double or Nothing. It sucked. That was one of the worst Double or Nothings
ever. Is that the
ever.
Las Vegas one where the crowd was dead?
It was, I think it was,
Probably.
it had like a really great, the 4 pillars fatal
Yeah,
4-way. That was a
like
really
the
good
only
match.
good match. Yeah.
But that was such a bad show. So then next year, I'm like, fool me twice. I'm going to watch Battleground. Then Battleground was ass. That was the one out of the UFC Apex Arena. That was such a bad show.
Oh, yeah.
Just boring, forgettable. And then this year, I picked Battleground again, but at least Battleground was good. They were both good.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny. Well, you're right. It really is a lot of wrestling. We got Christian here who says, did someone say bees?
Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. My chat has been going crazy about bees. They've been using bee puns for wrestlers. When we were talking about Alberto Del Rio, my chat was spamming Alberto Del Rio with, I don't know, they're obsessed
You
about
mean
bees. Right
bees
now.
like buzz bee or the letter
Yes, like
B?
buzz bees. Yeah. When you said something like Seth Rollins and the 2 bees, my chat went crazy. My chat went absolutely crazy.
Oh, and then when I said Seth has a thing for bees.
Yes, they were going insane for that.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, well, that's great. Okay, thank you so much, Christian. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, "Que chismosa Raquel es. Liv Morgan needs to take Dirty Dom to Telemundo's Laura to kick his dirty butt. Always remember chicks before Dominic." Hey, yo, shout out to Laura because she used to. I used to watch all her shows, Santi.
Yeah, we're gonna this love triangle is gonna appear on Primer Impacto.
Oh, yo, let's go. I mean, this is a throwback for me, guys. This is a throwback. Thank you, Sleaze Boy. We got Hassan Batla here who says, for a moment, I thought maybe Finn had a chance, just a moment, however, and it slipped away very fast.
You thought Finn had a chance? When will you guys learn?
Bob Ross Jr. says, not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind if Seth Rollins or Alexa Bliss became 2-time Money in the Bank winners. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with either or, honestly. Sin City Sane here says, division or division. Sorry, I like double entendres. Entendres? Am I saying that right? Entendres?
Entendres.
Entendres.
It's a French word. It's a French word.
I'm not saying
En
it's...
français, double entendre.
I don't speak France.
What was that? That was like a French Elvis Presley.
Wait, parlez-vous anglais? That means, do you speak English? I think.
Parlez-vous for anglais, yeah.
I don't know. I just know.
I speak a little bit of French. We have to take it in elementary school in Canada.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know no French, so yeah, I'm out the door. The only French I know is French fries. Oh, that's so bad. I'm gonna get canceled. All right, Nishi Emmanuel here says, I agree. Roman will cost Seth, and Knight might win. I feel like LA Knight's always the guy people think is gonna win every year, and then every year it doesn't happen.
It's true. It's true. He's the Finn Balor of Money in the Banks.
Oh, shit. That's sad. Anthony Giuliano says, you think Roman will cost Seth Rollins that Money in the Bank? That was something Santi brought up. So, yeah, I think you have a point there, Santi. Steven Marchulli here says, could LA Knight win Money in the Bank, then turn heel or cash in? I don't think LA Knight is a heel. I'm not really feeling it. So I think LA Knight as a babyface works best, especially if he did have, well, the Money in the Bank always works better with a heel. But I don't know. Like, why would he turn heel? What would be the reason? You know, that's what I would want to know. So, Steven, it could happen. But again, like I said, every year people think he's going to win. Unraveled Gaming here says, put U.S. title on Julia, going nowhere on Zelina Vega. Unfortunately, after that match with Chelsea Green and breaking her nose and the botch 619, I'm sorry. I would just, it wasn't great. We got Soul Killer 256 here who says, guess who's going to Fanatics Fest New York City and getting a pic with John Cena? This guy. Woo! Soul Killer 256. I will see you there at Fanatics Fest. I'm going for the first time ever. I've never been to Fanatics Fest, so I'm excited. Champ 39 says, hey, Denise, I made some monies tonight, and here is my gift to 5 lucky people. Good night, Champ. Congratulations again on all of your betting success and for sharing the wealth and gifting 5 DWO memberships. Very generous of you, Champ 39. All right, so we got to continue on with Monday Night Raw. I want to go ahead and get into, I guess, Rusev and Akira Tazawa. This was super quick, bro. Rusev wins.
There's like nothing. Sheamus comes out. That's really that's all there is to talk about. Sheamus and Rusev is that's just gonna be a good match. Like, that's gonna be fun. I feel like, to me, the talking point is, how is Aleister Black being used so much better than Rusev? And I don't even think that they're killing it with Aleister Black or anything.
I was about to say, I wouldn't know about so much, just slightly better.
How's it? I think it's way better. At the very least, we get Aleister Black like doing things and not just like being stuck with Alpha Academy. I don't know what they should have just started with this. I don't know why they even went with Alpha Academy being like some stepping stone. Like I kept saying like there's nothing impressive about beating up Alpha Academy. Everyone has beat up Alpha Academy. Why are we why is this being used as a mechanism to sell Rusev to us? That doesn't work. It doesn't work. So this is where they should have started. This is where Rusev's debut should have been. We're weeks behind on this. We should have just started here.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think this is a Rusev problem or a creative problem?
Creative. We haven't seen Rusev do anything of substance. You know, it's hard to for fans to get engaged when your opponent is Alpha Academy. Like you can't really do much with that. Sheamus, on the other hand, now I think we can safely say this is where Rusev can sink or swim. Now, if this fails, if this is bad, if people don't get behind it, then we can start like legitimately having a conversation. Is this Rusev? Because I don't think that we can give Rusev a fair shake based on just his time feuding with Alpha Academy. Now, if he sucks, now if it fails, then we can have that conversation. I just don't see it being bad with Sheamus. Sheamus is just such a good old reliable.
No, I think this one's going to be one of those hard-hitting matchups, and that's what it needs to be in order to – and I think with Sheamus, he will make sure to bring his A-game on that, and I think Rusev really needs this because I'm wondering if maybe they were just banking on the idea that, hey, a former WWE wrestler who is on the AEW side came back to us, and let's just use that to get the buzz going for him. And unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And I feel bad, but it's like if you didn't have buzz in AEW and then you go to WWE, it's not going to be the same.
You keep saying buzz and it's making my chat go crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Buzz is one of my favorite words. So just look up every time you hear me say buzz.
It is a little 50% of League of Nations getting together though.
Yeah, I'd forgotten to mention that. That was another nice little throwback there. Sorry. I'm stuck with the B stuff now. All right, we got JJ Castillo here who says, you guys missed my other questions. It's all good. What's both your dream match for Evolution? Name 2 or 3 matches you want to see. I'm so sorry, JJ. I think for me, I had mentioned earlier, I think I want to see, I think the ship sailed. I'm still going to throw it out there with Bianca and Rhea, but I think that ship sailed. I'm not realistically expecting it. And I would like to see, let me see, you mentioned Jordan and Jade. You mentioned, you know what? Actually, they could run back Jordan. They could actually run back Jordan and Jada now that I think about it. I know you mentioned it with Stephanie, but they could also run that one back. Maybe Rhea and Io, Liv and Roxanne. What else am I missing?
I think I would like to see Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's WWE title at Evolution.
That's good. I like that. Thank you so much, JJ. And I'm so sorry we missed that earlier. Thank you. We got David Montalvo here who says, give me Ron Cena versus EGA at Worlds Collide. What? I can't. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, I'm so confused with the IWC logic. Like, apparently Julia was buried because she got pinned by Rhea, but now she's over pushed due to the fact that she won a match against Zelina Vega and Charlotte Flair on Friday. I would say rule number 1, Bob Ross, is be selective of who you're listening to on social media. I've learned that you're never going to please everyone. That's just how it is. You're never going to please everyone. And there's always going to be 2 different sides to each and every single argument that you could possibly have. No one agrees on social media on anything. Santi, do you like to dip your pizza in ranch?
No.
You see what I mean? Can't agree on anything.
Do you?
Fuck yeah. I love pizza and ranch.
Oh my, gross. Pizza's already delicious. Why?
Santi, you're missing out. Chat, if you love pizza and ranch, please let Santi know, let me know, because that's my thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing. IWC thinks being pinned is getting buried and winning is being overpushed. They suck, dude. Don't listen to them.
Don't
put ranch on pizza.
Please do it. Do it. You know who else really likes to do it? Jey Uso. Jey Uso and I. Yeah, we spoke. One time I was interviewing him, and I forgot how we got to the conversation, but he said, "I can't wait, something pizza," and then he goes with a big old tub of ranch, and I went, "Oh shit, you also like pizza and ranch? Can't believe it." You're missing
I
out,
don't see it.
Santi. You gotta do it.
Maybe. I don't know.
You
That sounds
got to.
gross.
No,
Sounds
it's
gross.
delicious. It's a life-changing. Thank you, Bob Ross.
Life-changing.
No, I'm serious. It's a life-changing experience. Thank you, Bob Ross Jr. All right. See, there's a bunch of people who are already arguing about this. We got Josh D here who says, I kept thinking Lana would return and attack Maxine. I mean, they look like twins, so that could probably be the war right there. You stole my face. Thank you, Josh. And all right, the triple threat match, the New Day defeat the War Raiders, the Creed brothers. Did this rock your boat at all, Santi? Because my boat is sinking during this.
No, they immediately like made me lose interest in that match by going with that really annoying stipulation of like only 2 people in the ring at the same time, and you can tag in anybody from any team. I hate that style of a tag match. This tag division continues to lag behind the Friday Night SmackDown. This match got decent in the last like 3 minutes, and then it ended. You know, they finished it when it was getting good, so it never really got to reach like a proper climax. This is a wholly forgettable match. I think the most interesting thing is that the New Day pinned the guys that they were supposed to be aligned with. Maybe that sets something further down the line for the Creed brothers, but as of right now, this did not move the needle at getting me interested in the Raw Tag Team division.
Yeah, I second that. We got Casey Poole here who says we don't serve ranch with pizza on the Karrion Kross train. Well, on my train, the one that Jey Uso is also on, we do dip our pizza in ranch. Yeet.
All right.
See, you had no comments. See, Santi, I win this one. All right, we got Jey Uso and Gunther segment, and I think I kept saying this during my chat, but I'm like, yo, this is a song and dance number that we know so well. I could not get interested in this again because it is the exact same promo we were hearing before WrestleMania, the exact same promo we were hearing before their Saturday night's main event match. We've heard this so many times. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I liked Gunther's promo. I thought Jay forgot his words. I'm pretty sure there were numerous times where he was just kind of waiting on Gunther for a cue. Because he would like say half a sentence, stop, walk side to side, pace, and then like finish the sentence.
He does that though. I've always said this, but I noticed if you pay close attention to this, Jey Uso takes the longest to start a promo. He'll hold the mic there for a very, very long time and then get into the promo. And I'm not kidding you. Like notice this. Like it takes him a very long time.
Yeah.
I think that's just a style.
Yeah. I didn't think the Jey Uso promo was good. I thought the Gunther one was good, but you're right. Like in terms of substance, it's like been there, done that, seen this already. Yeah. I mean, I really don't have much to say about this. Do you? Like, is there anything else that we need to
say?
Yeah.
There's nothing to say. I made a silly mistake and I thought the match was today. I didn't realize that the match between them was after Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was after Saturday night's main event for whatever reason. So I just got my dates crossed. We got Stephen Marchulli here who says Bianca versus Jade at Evolution 2. It could happen. That would be a pretty big matchup. We still don't know what's going on between them. So it's a possibility.
Bianca's coming back next week. She is
true.
coming back next week. So I think it's on the board, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. All right. And on the board, we got, Becky Lynch. Her name starts with the B. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, they have a segment here. And so this one, I thought the biggest thing here, so they're going back and forth, throwing shots at each other. Becky Lynch was hella savage, though, with this, Santi, because she started saying about her hot husband, Seth Rollins, and how Lyra Valkyria has a freaky, weird-looking fiance. And I thought, dude, no, that is so low. that is so low. Santi, I would throw down if someone said that to me.
Yeah, no, that was savage. It was funny from a hypocritical standpoint because then they're talking about like how like, oh, see, this is what happens when you get too personal, Lyra. Meanwhile, she just talked about how dweeby and ugly her husband was. But this was fine. I like the interaction between the two. I like the promo. I just can't get behind the weird stipulation that they added to this, that you have to raise my hand if I win. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
And then also, if she loses, she will never challenge for the title again for to Lyra Valkyria. Well, Lyra Valkyria is holding it. I think that part where she said you have to raise my hand made me think that Lyra is winning again. That little stipulation made me think that, because I just don't see it in the cards where Lyra would do that. And I think Lyra just needs this so much more right now but Becky's made. She's Becky Lynch. She's the man. She's made already. I felt them adding this made me feel like Lyra's taking that. That's what I thought when they mentioned this whole when I win, you raise my hand up.
Yeah, I'm still kind of 50-50. I think that Becky could still potentially win this and just create a really annoying, obnoxious character out of this. Like keeping other women down. We'll see though. I know that we still have Bailey in the equation that could maybe come back in this match and be a difference maker in some way, shape, or form. Attack one or the other. Who knows? But I actually see a world where Becky Lynch wins this.
Yeah. Damn. But what if she just went this whole time with, this is the new Irish girl who can't beat me? There's nothing worse than someone coming out here who's exactly like you, but younger and doing better and beating you. That would be Lyra.
And that's what the promo was, right? Like when Lyra's like, I've never had a problem raising the hand of a woman that's better than me, but that's never gonna be you. That was a sick line. That was cool.
You see, that's why I think, I don't know, but we'll see. All right, we got Sin City Saint here. Says, have they ever done a triple threat tag team match where 3 teams and 3 in the ring at the same time? Oh, I have a bad memory, but I'm gonna say yes.
I'm sure it's happened. I mean, you're gonna look at the TLC. Obviously, that's a different situation, but like that's all the guys in there at the same time.
D. Martin 5th says Jey Uso was referencing to dipping Chicago deep dish pizza and ranch. No, he meant all pizzas, D. Martin.
Wrong.
All pizzas. All of them. All right. And I think that's basically, we're done. That's it, bro. That was Monday Night Raw for today. Actually, we got way more than I honestly originally anticipated, Santi. At first, I thought, nothing really happened. And then once we got into the nooks and crannies, I thought, oh shit, things did happen.
Yeah, we really dove into like AAA. We're just like, this is the AAA and Raw post show.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, guys. Well, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting. Before we go, Santi, please tell the people where they can check out all of your videos and everything that you're doing.
You can find me on the Mr. Santi Zap YouTube channel. Alternatively, you can just Google Santi Zap and pick whatever social media platform you prefer to use on a daily basis. I promise you, I'm probably there.
Okay, well, I'm fine. Guess what? I'm back on Facebook with my new sad little page, Santi. Do you want to see my sad little page? I'm down to 1.3. No. I just started my new Facebook page.
Have you given up completely on getting the old one back? Like,
my case is still open. Meta just stopped responding to me. And basically, like, I spoke with a lawyer about all of this. And like, because basically what the hacker did, so my channel had 117,000 followers and I was getting like a shit ton of views. Like, it took me a while to grow that, right? And then, so when the hacker took my channel, what they did to confuse Meta, first of all, they took out because I was verified on there. They stopped my subscription. They stopped the subscription, kicked me out as admin, then took my channel and merged it with another channel. So it changed the channel ID and it changed the channel creation date. You know how you can see that on Facebook? Change that. I checked ChatGPT and it basically says that that's what hackers do. They merge your channel and they do this so that Meta doesn't track your channel. So basically, not only am I proving, hey, this channel is mine, I'm also trying to prove the existence of the channel now, that it once existed at this point, which is ridiculous. I've done everything. I sent my documentation. I sent my IDs. I sent invoices. I sent literally everything that I have. And Meta, I was on the phone with them and I spoke with a really nice gentleman actually, and he basically gave it to me straight and basically told me, like, unless you get a court order, you're basically screwed out of luck. I spoke with a lawyer, and guess what they were trying to charge me? $15,000 to $25,000 just to handle this case. And it wasn't even necessarily going to guarantee that, 1, everything got solved, and 2, that I would even get my page back. So all of this led to my one and only option, which was to create a brand new page and start from the very beginning.
That's wild. Well, we're going to get that page to the 100K.
So that's where I'm at right now. Denise Salcedo, Denise's version, because my page was stolen.
You dweebs making B jokes. All right. Go follow this page. All right. Go follow that page. Yes, she said new beginnings. Yes, new beginnings. Be part of the new beginnings and go follow the new page.
Yes, please, guys. I'm sadly desperate at this point. It's very, very sad, but I'm hoping I post lots of wrestling content, of course, you know, interviews, news, everything news, you name it. It'll go up there. So hoping for the best and we'll see what happens. But other than that, subscribe to the channel and we'll be back here next Monday for another episode of Monday Night Raw. Thank you, everybody. Bye.